Hey, everybody. Hope everybody is having a really good Saturday. We are here at Oh Yeah Comics with What We Do in the Comic. Sorry, I'm like, you're in your face. What We Do in the Comic Shop out of Oh Yeah Muncie, which I just said, I think, so that's twice. Hi, yes, it was wonderful. Maverick was so good. He was so sweet. He fell asleep on me. He's precious. I got him a little, Jeff and I got him a little shopping cart because he got a kitchen from Grace and Matthew and all this like fake food. So we got him a little shopping cart and it's like a little metal one. It's so precious. So it was cute, so cute. Happy birthday to the child. Thank you, Katie did. Well, sorry we missed you, Susie. But it was, everybody was great. Everybody behaved and followed the rules. And Maverick got lots of fun stuff. And he was precious, just precious. So, yeah, I'm kind of smitten with the little guy. So, little smitten. So I am here. Jeff is here, but he ran to turn the heater off because it's super hot back here. And I have these lights, and it's warm, and he got me a drink. Looky there. It's just water, though. It's not vodka or anything in here, right? Oh, man. We got to make a tail juice drink.
It's not Tito's water.
I got to come up with a tail juice drink. So he's like, okay. All right. So tonight we have 5s, 10s, 20s, others, the big books, because, I like big books and I cannot lie. And also, I encourage you to sign up for the EXP's mailing list so you get all the fun information that they're doing. You can go to comicshoppingexperience.com and get all the information. Also, the links will appear wherever they are on your screen. The links will be there, and they will be in all the URLs will be in all of the commercials. So I encourage you all to go and sign up for the mailing list. Like us on YouTube, like us on Facebook, like us on Twitter, whatever your choice of social media is. And then there you go. So likey. And then you can also like what we do in the comic shop on Facebook. Well, we're also on the others, but I don't do a lot on there. I need to. Hi, Avrat. I was just saying the party was excellent. It was nice. It was sweet. It was fun. He was precious. So I could go on about him for a long time. So he's amazing. What do you need? Anything? Okay. All right. Well, we're going to sell some books. I hope everybody is having a wonderful Saturday in the park. I wish it was the 4th of July. We're going to start with this stack. I'm not quite sure how much it is. Little Sweet, do you know how much it is? Yeah? Okay. Well, do you want to tell everybody? Okay. This is my co-host, Little Sweet. He's awesome. So here we go. $5. So sweet. The sweetest. Dr. Pepper. Happy birthday, Maverick. All right. He hit himself with cake. He had it all over. He's an eater, that boy. Cutest little thing. All right. We're going to start with something fantastic, but it's not the 4. We're going to start with the $5 book, which is What If the Avengers Lost the Evolutionary War? What If number 1? $5. These are all $5. What if the Avengers lost the Evolutionary War? 1. Okay, Mario. Well, some of those Star Wars books did go to a show, so I hope we have them left. So we'll see. Oh, by the way, Jeff is back. Oh, you talked, so they all know this. Never mind.
That water mysteriously appeared.
The water mysteriously appeared. We have Marvel Team Up 149, Spider-Man and Cannonball. It's also $5. Well, you know why? Because this is a $5 pile. So that's why. Here is number 2 of the Human Fly, Race to Destruction. I'll pass. I'll just sit home. I'm not going to be in that race. Number 9 of Calling All Boys. Calling All Boys, number 9. Stars of the West, Coach's Corner, Comics, Sports, Stories, The Miracle Quarterback. There you go. From 1947, number 9 of Calling All Boys, $5. That's a fun one. I like it when we have books like that. Believe It or Not, I like those. Oh, here's Believe It or Not. No Number Necessary. Curse of the Shroud, The Headless Conquistador. Hearn the Hunter, Armies of the Doomed. Weird, eerie, authentic. Real stories in here, believe it or not. $5. No Number Necessary. Here is number 4 of Blade. Some people call it Blade. Blade, $5. Star of What We Do in the Shadows, which the show is named after What We Do in the Shadows, the greatest TV show and movie in the world. Blade, number 4, $5. Oh, I think I got my commission from Jay today, but I didn't get a chance to open it. We have Action Comics, number 464, for $5. 464. Strange Adventures, 232, $5. Hollywood in Space, The Magnetic Duel. Who Caught the Lobarilla? Oh, and The Multiple Menace Weapon, $5. Mario, if you tell me you want those tonight for sure, I can get them pulled out so that you're guaranteed to get those. The show is tomorrow, so just let me know. Witchblade Dark Child number 1, $5. A good book. We have a ton of good books. What are you talking about? A good book. That was for you, Jeff. So what are you talking about? A good book.
Oh,
I know what book you're talking about, though.
specific.
Yeah, I know what one. I know it. Here is Blindness Attacks. The Amazing Spider-Man Marvel Annual number 23. $5 for this annual. Here's a sensational comic. The Sensational She-Hulk number 3. $5. Little Spider-Man on the cover. Obligatory guest star. Not She-Hulk, but Incredible Hulk number 338. Incredible Hulk 338. Didn't say hi to everybody who was here because I didn't quite see everybody who was here. So, hi Susie, hi Ben, hi Katie did. Hi, who else has commented? Alex, I said hi to you, I think. Hi Mario. Well, of course, Jeff. Hi Christopher. All right. Christopher, first blood, as Rob likes to say. Rob takes this night off. Witchblade. For Christopher. Hi, Ari. Hi, Nick. How about a little X-Men 267? $5. I have 2 of those 267s. Does that make it 467? No. Where's Norm? I need math. Hi, Nick. No number needed. Donald Duck. I'm Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. $5 for Donald Duck. Here is number 1000 of Deadpool. Deadpool 1000. I like calling them Deadpool. X-Men 267 for Christopher. We do have one more. If you see it up here, Christopher, don't worry. You have it. I just happen to have 2 of those. I don't want you to think I'm holding them back. Oh, yes, that's true. I didn't say the rules, did I? I just went right into it. Please put the name. So like here, it would be Deadpool 1000, or you could put DP 1000, or it could be Dead 1000 or Pool 1000. Please put the name and the number. It can be abbreviated. The first person that we see on the screen will be the person that gets to claim the book. Make sure you want the book when you claim it, because if you claim it, don't want it, that denies others the chance to get it. Poe is here, and Buddy and Luna. You can hear Poe chomping on his bone. Everybody be nice. If you are new, please send a direct message with your email so that we can talk about invoicing and sending books. And no dickering. The prices are the prices. Asking about a book isn't calling it. What am I missing? And this isn't Fight Club. Share it out. Let everybody know.
What's my first rule about Fight Club?
Show is on. Huh?
What's my first rule about Fight Club?
I don't know. I missed the first 5 minutes. I told everybody about it.
From Ted Lasso.
Oh, I forgot about Ted Lasso.
No Fight Club.
No Fight Club. What's my first rule about Fight Club? No Fight Club. All right, Ted Lasso is so funny. Okay, we got some calls here. Sorry. I've been carrying on. We got what was a 534?
Did you have 2 X-Men
Yes.
267s?
Here's 267
for Medina.
for Medina. Jeff Chandler, what was the 534 you had? I had a Hulk 338, She-Hulk, Spider-Man 464. I'm looking. I don't see a 534. So let me know. And I do fib sometimes. I don't lie. I just exaggerate the truth. Deadpool 1000, $5. That's not a fib. Jeff Chandler, let me know what you were talking about. All right, I have a couple of these. Or did I show one that I put down?
Well, he was showing off his math skills.
Oh! You know, I don't know math. I was thinking that's not like Jeff Chandler to not put the name of the book. Oh, Ben got it. I just went, where'd that go? And I'm not Drax. I wouldn't catch it if it went over my head. All right. Oh. All right. Yeah, don't confuse me. Mario, send me a direct message and we'll take care of that. All right. I have 2 copies of this. I have a set later. So if you want the set, just hold up. Daredevil Yellow, #1, Book 1, the championship season. $5. Daredevil Yellow. Tim Sale. Can't go wrong with Tim Sale. Jeff Loeb. $5 for Daredevil Yellow. #1. I have 2 of those. $5.34. World's Finest, number 534. It's not. World's Finest 304. $5. The long-awaited origin of Superman and Batman's newest, nastiest nemesis, Null and Void. Hi, Null. Hi, Void. Here is number 37 of Ghosts. Ghost 37 is $5. And no number needed, Black Fury. Black Fury on Snake Mountain. $5. Incredible Hulk, $3.35. Incredible Hulk, $3.35. That's Fay Ray, by the way. It's not. Again, that's a lie. A fib. A fib. Here is a variant. This is a Venom number 29 variant. This is the Fortnite variant. Fortnite variant, $5. Number 29. 29 Venom variant. Here is Witchblade 23, $5. Witchblade, this blade.
That blade.
That blade. Here's a Spider-Man Silver, not in the bag, #1, $5. It's in the bag. No, it's not. I have 2 of these. Amazing Spider-Man 44. This is the Zombies, Marvel Zombies variant, $5. Amazing Spider-Man 44 Marvel Zombies variant, $5. There are 2 of those. How about a little Gambit? Gambit, number 6. Witness one of Remy's first adventures. Learn why the pig wants him dead. Watch, all heck breaks loose. All right. We have, this is a variant of Spider-Women, or actually it's a variant of Silk. Silk number 8 variant, the Spider-Women variant, $5. All right.
Witchblade 23 for Christopher.
That's for Christopher. And
One of the zombie variants for Jeff.
one of the zombie. Hey, hey. Here's Silk 8 for $5. And a hip hop cover. There is a little corner bend. Looks like it broke its color just a tiny bit. Yeah. So that is why Captain Marvel #1, the hip hop variant, is only $5. There's a little corner thing there, as you can see. Sometimes that happens, which is not good, but it happens. Especially when they're put on the shelf. All right. What else you got? I'll show you what else we got. Here is Peter Parker. Jeff Chandler, this is Peter Parker. The Spectacular Spider-Man, $25. Hi, Stephen. Hi, Angela.
Angela Spires, Captain Marvel 1.
There you go. We have Mystique #1, $5 for Mystique #1. Ooh, it's a Mystique. This is a Linsner cover. This is a Brian K. Vaughan story. It's awesome. Mystique #1, $5. Marvel 2-in-1, 21. Thing and Doc Savage, $5. Here's Daredevil, a 162, $5. He's a daredevil. Ooh, here he comes. Batman Adventures number 10, $5. Batman Adventures 10. We have Weird War Tales number 120, starring G.I. Robot. I am a robot. It is 120. It is $5.
Mystique number 1 for Angela.
That was two right. What? Two in. Oh, that was hard to write, I think you were saying.
2 in 1, 21.
Yeah. That is very, very, very difficult to say. I get it.
Nice.
Noise. I put that in there.
Oh.
Here is Fathom number 0. It is $5. It has a poster and a little shiny wizard sticker. Ooh. Fathom number 0, $5 with the poster. Yay! House of Secrets 111, $5. My hands! My hands! They're also here with Kyle is back behind the scenes doing that business. Well, you missed Batman Adventures 10, Katie did, so Batman Adventures 10 is here.
Fathom 0 for Angela.
Fathom 0 for Angela.
Oh, that's a nice copy.
Isn't that?
Very nice.
Hi, Party Royale. So Batman Adventures. Little Sweet is just fine. He's just up there hanging out. Here is Marvel 2-in-1 93. The Thing versus Machine Man. Machine Man and Thing. Number 93. Give me 1 second. Sorry. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, X-Men 232, $5. The Brood is back. The Brood is back on this comic. He needs to go. I don't know. He probably does need to go to the dentist. It's pretty white teeth. Here is Spectacular Spider-Man number 9 annual. Number 9. Number 9. Number 9. There you go. All right. X-Men 232. That is for Christopher Oxander.
Oh, the Brood, yeah.
Huh? The
I like
Brood.
that issue.
All right. X-Force. X-Force.
Yeah.
X-Force number 8. Cable. Past, present, and future. X-Force 8. We have Sensational She-Hulk 11. The Adventures of Pseudoman. $5. Spidey Annual, number 9, number 9, number 9, is for Ari with the cute little doggy.
That is adorable.
It's the cutest little picture ever. Sensational She-Hulk 11, $5. Here is a Tsum Tsum. I assume you knew I was going to have that. Invincible Iron Man number 12 Tsum Tsum variant. $5. She 11. She 11. For Katie did. With that frog. She's got a different frog picture. Did you see?
Yes, the multiple.
Invincible Iron Man 12 variant Tsum Tsum. Here is Batman Bane. $5. Somebody better buy it or else I'm going to do my Bane impression. It's so bad. It's literally so bad. Here is Dawn, the Return of the Goddess, number 1, $5. Dark Horse Presents number, it's hard to see in this light, 34. You've got Race of Scorpions, Zone, and Aliens. $5 for that. All right, all right. We have a Donald Duck. No number needed, but it's happy birthday, Mickey. Ha, ha, ha. Here's Dawn for Angela. No, it's bad. It's bad. I believe Ari can tell you how bad it is. Here is Tom Brader, the greatest treasure of all, $5. Because the greatest treasure of all is watching comic shows. All right, here is Yogi Bear, number 31, $5. Hey, boo-boo. I'll get that picnic basket. Looks like a TARDIS phone. It's all TARDIS blue. Artifacts don't count. In this case, it does. It's so bad. Here is Tono and Kono, the Jungle Twins. No number needed on this one. The Jungle Twins venture into the hidden crater world of the Black Tower of Kor. So when it's daytime there, it's Coors Light. Jungle Twins, $5. I'll be here all night. All right. Actually, I won't. Just till 8. Not Our Fighting Marines, just Fighting Marines, number 167. Fighting Marines 167 on Honeycomb Hill. I haven't had honeycomb cereal in a long time.
There's probably a reason for that.
$5. Here is for $5, Marvel Legacy, number 1. Hey, boo-boo. Hey, Caleb Swinson wants a picnic basket. There you go, Caleb. And Marines for Katie did. We have Venom number 28 variant, $5. Venom 28. Fathom number 4. These are all $5. The Batman Secret Files number 1. And you know what? It's shiny. It's shiny, Johnny. It's shiny, Batman. Bruce Wayne. It's shiny. That would be Batman. It's very shiny. This is a cool cover. Amazing Spider-Man 50.LR for Last Remains. Amazing Spider-Man 50.LR, a variant edition, $5. I think it's super cool cover. Because now I got that song in my head. The greatest love of all. That's for Christopher. Aww. Christopher got that Fathom. All right. How about... Oh, I did Amazing Spider-Man already. Here is Radioactive Gwen number 1. This is from the second series of Spider-Gwen. $5. Radioactive. I know, Poe is gassing us out again tonight. Here is Spider-Man 53, $5. That is for Jeff Chandler. Spider-Man 53, The Fall of Venom. Oh. Don't worry, it didn't really fall. Sandman 70, $5. Bring me a dream. Invincible Iron Man, number 11. Invincible Iron Man, number 11. Oh, I know what they say about the gas emissions. Fortunately, it was over more by Jeff. Unbelievable Gwenpool, number 1, variant cover. No, seriously, I'm unbelievable. $5. John Tyler Christopher. Great covers. Norm! Here is Spider-Man number 5. It is only $5 because there is a cover crease. Oh, right here. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You can kind of see it a little bit. It's not really creased. It's more wavy. It did not break color. So just so you know, Spider-Man 5, $5. That could be pressed out easily. Here is Fathom number 10, $5. I do have 2 of those Fathom 10s. Not a Fathom 20, it's a Fathom 10. And oh, that's a spidered one. It just popped up at the top of the pile. Ooh, spicy shrimpies from Popeyes.
No regrets.
Absolute Carnage number 1. This is the variant cover. $5. I've got Popeyes. That's for Angela. Here, this is super cool. Here is Drax number 1, Scotty Young variant, signed by Cullen Bunn. Got you, Angela, for Fathom. It's only $5 for Drax number 1, Scotty Young variant, signed by Cullen Bunn. Hi, I'm Cullen Bunn. Buy my book. I love Cullen Bunn. I love his writing. I think he's amazing. And here is Spider-Man number 4, $5. No regrets. All right, our third pile of $5 up. But first, we need to take a little break. So we're going to take a break, and then we'll be back with more $5 books, and then we'll have some 10s and 20s and big books. So we'll see you in a second. I think. Kyle? 1 second. I'm just going to keep selling for a minute. All right, here is Peter Parker, The Spectacular Spider-Man 13, $5. Ghostbusters number 1, $5. Spartan Warrior Spirit number 1, $5. I am Sparta. Boris Karloff, no number needed. The Great Flood of Florence. Ooh. There is Ghostbusters for Katie. Get back here. Here is Avengers number 171, $5. Marvel Team Up 102, $5. Spider-Man and Doc Samson. Here is from Cormac Publishing, number 1 of The Others. Who are they? They're the others. Or you could put the bothers, the mothers. You could fill in right here with whatever you really wanted to. More Batman Adventures. Batman Adventures number 5. Batman Adventures 5. World's Finest Comics 316. $5. Look at that, Norm. That's Others is for Ben. For Ben. Here is number 65 of Sandman. Mr. Sandman.
Avengers 171 for Gil.
Gil, Avengers 171. That's for Gil. Hi, Gil. All right. We have Daredevil number 1, Daredevil Noir number 1 variant. It is $5. $10. Here is Uncanny X-Men 224 for $5. Daredevil Annual number 4 for $5. This is a fandom exclusive. Tony Daniel cover, a fandom exclusive of F5, $5. And Ghost Rider number 5, $5. Ghost Rider's in the comic shop. What else we got? Here we have Sensational She-Hulk number 4, $5. Incredible Hulk 339, $5. Batman Arkham Asylum Tales of Madness number 1, $5. That's pretty cool. Marvel Comics present 118 Wolverine. Also, Giant Man. I like when they do that. Also, $5. Here is Dawn Return of the Goddess number 2 for $5. Number 35 of Dark Horse Presents, $5. MCP. That is for Ivan. All right. We're not taking a break, so we're just going to keep going. We have Dawn for Angela. So Dark Horse Presents number 35, $5. Have 2 of those. Little Predator. Predator. I want to get Predator. Here is Iron Man number 1 variant, $5. Donald Duck, no number needed, pink. It's like red, but not quite. Here's more Jungle Twins. Tembo, the Avenger. The Avengers co-star, $5. They don't. You want this? That's the Dark Horse Presents. Is that what you want there, Angela? I said Predator, so that's probably, I'm guessing that's what you want, Angela. You can let me know. Here is Smilin' Ed's Buster Brown comic book. This is number 2. The reason it's only $5 is because of that. That's a big tear. Somebody got hungry, apparently. So Buster Brown number 2 is $5, but it has a tear in the bottom here. Iron Man is for Mr. Chandler. And we got you, Angela. And here is Logan, Path of the Warlord, $5. Pretty cool cover. That is a bright pink comic. It's even like brighter in person. It's like
fuchsia.
Yeah. It's like blinding. It's like the pink from Victoria's Secret pink. Here is a pretty cool cover. Marvel's X variant of Amazing Spider-Man 38, $5. How about little number 16 of Gambit? Aquaman, Time and Tide. Time and Tide again. $5. It's more of a trade. So there you go. All right. We have now, this has, it's $5, this Darth Vader number 1, because see it's got the printer thing going on here. So, or you could just make that, you know, like he's just giving off a little steam. Anyway, there you go. ASM 38. Ivan. Here is, I'm just going to, Unholy Agent versus Onyx, number 2, $5. Just to be on the safe side. Mm-hmm. Here is, I have 2 of these. Fathom, all new Fathom, number 1A, $5. All new Fathom, 1A, $5. I have 2 of those. This is a very rough copy of this book. It's a Women of Marvel one-shot. X-23, rough copy, $5. DV1, that is for Stephen Walker, and Fathom for Angela. Look at that dolphin. We have one more. Oh, we got a whole, we had Charles coming in for the signing, and we got a whole like stack of them, all with that printer error, and it just, I was like crying. Oh, it was awful. It was terrible. That's that Unholy. And then here is Deadpool and the Mercs for Money #1 variant, $5. Angela got the Women of Marvel, the X-23 for Angela. And the other Fathom is for Stephen Walker. We really do need to get a little cushion for over here. It kills my feet. All right. We are going to move on to some $10 books. There's some really good ones in here. I like them. I like them a lot. All right. How about number 1253 from Dell of Spaceman #10. Spaceman #10. There's a spaceman. I know that's not the song. Incredible Hulk, $4.18. $10. Hulk. Incredible Hulk. He looks so spiffy. This is this will make you giggle. Giggle Comics #25. Featuring the great Super Cat. Look at that. He's helping old Abe. Aw. That's a 10-center. $10 for Giggle Comics #25. I love those. I think they're just adorable. Here is Fantastic. Oh, no, that's the wrong pile. That goes over here. I didn't do a very good job on that. I was still in a cake, like my sugar high. Mighty Thor 202, $10. There is an Invincible Iron Man #1 variant. This is the 1 in 25 variant. $10. Giggle. Giggle Comics. Giggle. I like saying giggle. Here is, that's for Caleb. Here is Invincible Iron Man #4 variant. This is the 1 in 25. Face it, Tyga. You've hit the jack. Heard it. Invincible Iron Man 4 1 in 25 variant. I think that makes me giggle. We have Spawn #91. Spawn 91. You got any Spawn?
91.
Spawn 91, $10. This is also, I have two of these. This is Danged #1. Ill-Gotten #1. It is, it's really a good book too. They are both signed by Cullen Bunn. $10. Danged #1. $10. Signed by Cullen Bunn, the writer. I've got 2 copies. Here is Spaceman #3 for $10. That is for Gil at Thor. Here is Spaceman #4 for $10. This is #0 of Nera, Exodus. Power to the people. Exodus. It's a good song. Here is Marvel Team Up #100, Spider-Man and the Fantastic Four. Spawn for Steven. $10. Special double-sized 100th issue. The reason is karma. Karma, 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 chameleon. Darkseid versus Galactus, The Hunger. $10. I guess I don't need to say $10, but it's habit. Just when you think we don't have any more books that you'll need, Katie. Incredible Hulk, a 331. Incredible Hulk 331.
Jesus Christ.
We have MTU for Katie. You all right? And The Hunger for Katie. Here is number 1 of Duke of the K9 Patrol. $10. Duke pits his keen senses against the cunning of the masquerade bandits. $10. Is there slobber on it? All right.
All over.
It's from Buddy or from Poe?
Oh, from the hairball.
Oh. Spaceman for Caleb.
Number 4.
Number 4.
Didn't we have 3 also?
We have 2 and 3, I believe.
All right.
And there's K9 number 1, or Duke of the K9 Patrol. This is not Doctor Who, it's Duke. $10. Here is I did the Incredible Hulk 331. Extraordinary X-Men number 1 annual. Little Scotty Young there for you. $10.
On the back.
Oh, there is some spine. Oh, I see it. There's a little spine damage. See right there? You can kind of see it in the little reflection right there. Could be pressed out. Did not break. Nearer X. That is for Christopher. Here is number 1. It is number 269 of Dell, but number 1 of Johnny Mac Brown in Law for the Badlands. $10. From Bonnets, Ohio's largest dealers in back issue magazines, Dayton, Ohio. Johnny Mac Brown number 1, $10. We have the Incredible Hulk 333, $10. Rob does not work on Saturday nights. Catwoman 84, Vengeance. Vengeance is mine. Here is Death Metal, the last stories of the DC Universe, $10. I think this is the B cover, $10. X-Men number 1 variant, $10. Johnny Mac Brown. That's a good deal on that one, Caleb. Not something you're going to find every day. All right. How about Spider-Man 52? Spider-Man 52. The clone against Spider-Man's most lethal foe. The Exile returns. Power Girl 11. Extraordinary X-Men 1 Young variant. You're going to have to be a little bit more specific. I'm joking, Daniel. Here is, I watched it, but we're still not going to talk about it because other people may not have. Scarlet Witch, number 1, the hip-hop cover, $10. The Tomb of Dracula, 23. The Tomb of Dracula. We have Star Trek number 11, $10. Vulcan Furies overtake the Enterprise crew. But wait, there are Vulcan Furies. We have Spider-Man 2, number 2, variant edition, $10. Spider-Man tutu. They're at a ballet in tutus. It's for Jeff Chandler. There is Invincible Iron Man number 11, second print, $10. Spider-Man Spider-Man. I think this is the cutest cover. Here is Ghostbusters #1, Get Real. It is $10. It is signed by Eric Burnham. And also, I don't know if you call that remarked, but Doctor, I'm a doctor. Eric Burnham, right there. $10, signed by Eric Burnham. What a great guy he is. Here is, some more signatures. Monsters Unleashed #1 hip hop cover, signed by Colin Bunn. Ghostbusters or Ghostbusters. Monsters Unleashed #1 variant, signed by Colin Bunn. Hip hop. We have Darth Vader #1. It's a nice copy for $10. It's pretty. But again, we had Charles Soule here when they came out. So by the time we get our nice copies, he wasn't here. That was sad. Here is Venom Space Knight #11 and #12. It's a first tell car. Both of these for $10. Venom Space Knight 11 and 12. $10. That's $5 each, Norm. I got it. Well, there's another Scarlet Witch. Here is X-Men Gold #2. It is the 1 in 25 variant. X-Men Gold #2 variant, the 1 in 25. Maths. Dart H. Vader. Hi, my name's Dart H. Vader. All right, we've got Venom for Ivan and Dart H. Vader for Jeff. We have, we'll do these. X-Men Red. X-Men Red, this is #1. It is the Comics Pro variant. X-Men Red Comics Pro variant. I love this cover. So cute. Here is Nick Fury #1 hip hop variant. $10. Jeff loves these hip hop covers. He gets a little giddy. All right, I'm going to grab a few from here and trade out because I put a whole stack of kind of similar ones. Here is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1 from DW, $10. And a first print of Batman and Dracula, Red Rain. Oh, oh, oh. The hip hop. So you wanted the, okay, Nick Fury hip hop. That is for Angela. You got it. So X-Men Red, the #1 Comics Pro variant. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles DW, put them out, #1, $10. Ooh, that's exciting, Norm. And Batman and Dracula first print. Oh, oh, oh. We also have, this is super cool. This is a variant. Art Adams, almost knocked the light over. Art Adams variant. This is the Monsters Unleashed, #1. And it is signed also by Colin Bunn. I'm having issues. Behind the scenes issues.
Need to get like the Wayne's World.
Wayne's World. Colin Bunn, anyway, signed this Monsters Unleashed variant there. All right. We've got a few more minutes before we're going to take a break. I'm going to grab a few from up here. Here is Batman Batgirl. $10. Batman Batgirl. That's Batgirl. She was young, smart, talented, and a superhero. Life was good. This is Mark Spector Moon Knight #25. $10 with Ghost Rider, Batgirl for Katie did. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 14, Unmentionables. I'm mentioning it though. Incredible Hulk 332. Incredible Hulk 332. And this is a set. Let's talk about sets. Baby. It is Gambit and the Externals 1 through 4 for $10.
Nice.
Norm, that's $2.50 each. Now, each comic, but look at all of the characters you get for $2.50 each. There's a bunch there. There's a bunch there. That's value.
Totally.
Total value. We have X-Men Blue. It's a variant. It's a 1 in 10 variant signed by Cullen Bunn. I love this one. I think it's just so nice because it's X-Men Blue, and he signed it in blue. In case you can't see that, that's blue. Blue, da-ba-dee-da-ba-da, da-ba-dee-da-ba-da. X-Men Blue, number 1, signed by Cullen Bunn.
And he took the time to kind of really spell
Yeah.
it out where he normally just.
He kind of just does it. All right, the Gambit set for Angela. So there you go. X-Men Blue, signed by Cullen Bunn. Well, one more, and then we'll probably have to take a break. We have Galaxy. I love this book so much, too. I love Galaxy Quest a lot. Whenever I say a two-parter, that's from Galaxy Quest. Galaxy Quest. All right. We have Galaxy Quest, The Journey Continues, number 1, signed by Eric Burnham. And also, I guess, remarked, aha. So when he was here, I got that X-Men Blue for you. We got that for you, Jeff Chandler. When he was here, we would bundle up stuff. Well, one, I would call Cullen Bunn's bundles. And two, I put everything by Grabthar's Hammer. What a savings on everything. That's for Katie did. And should we show one more?
Before the break?
Before the break?
Sure.
One more. It's a signed book by Cullen Bunn. Guess what box we found? It's another X-Men Blue, number 1, signed in blue. It's the Kirby edition, the Kirby variant. It's for the Kirby 100th. X-Men Blue, number 1. It's a 1 in 10, signed by Cullen Bunn, $10. I think that one's pretty sharp too, with the blue.
Yep.
And this is blue, and it's Kirby. So you can't go wrong with Kirby. So there you go. X-Men Blue 1 in 10 variant, the Kirby variant, signed by Cullen Bunn. And that's for Angela. I don't either. Galaxy Quest is perfect. It is such a great movie. I quote it constantly. And there we go. Okay. Well, now I believe we're going to take a break. Maybe. We'll see. Kyle, if we're going to take a break, I'll see you in a minute.
There's something for every imagination at your local comic shop. Visit ComicShopLocator.com to find a store near you.
It's what we do in the comic shop. It's what we do in the comic shop. When we power down those neon lights in the back room, we're still burning bright with Dr. Christie, real sweet too. It's time to move some back issues. It's what we do in the comic shop. 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 It's goes.
All right. We are back. We are going to start with some $20 books. Well, I guess we're going to middle because this is the middle of the show. Let's do some 20s. $20 books. I need a little song for that, but I don't know any. Here is number 323 of Detective Comics. Oh, it looks good with the purple there. It all matches. Hi, Tanya. Welcome to the show. Detective Comics 323 is $20. I'm going to go through these a little bit quickly because we're behind. We've got all those to go, and I was supposed to be done with this shelf by now, and I'm not. The Outer Limits #1, $20. No weapons on Earth can defeat the strange creatures from outer space. They look like the M&M guys.
I can see that.
We have number 41 of Static, $20. Here is Little Lulu 11 from 1949, $20. Superman number 138. It has a tear in the corner. I blame Titano for doing that. The Super 8, $20. Fantastic Four 127. The Thing fights alone. The Thing fights alone. Hi ho, the day we go. Here is Cry for Dawn, Volume 6, $20. Cry for Dawn. That's a good pickup, Caleb. You don't see those early Little Lulus that often. Here is number 1 of Unbeatable Squirrel Girl, the Scotty Young variant. Unbeatable, so cute. Unbeatable Squirrel Girl, number 1, Scotty Young variant. Here is House of X. This is issue 1, House of X, the premiere variant, $20.
Was there a Cry for Dawn?
No, she's just saying, there is a Cry for Dawn. I was reading Katie's comment.
Kind of creeped up there.
Yeah. I was reading Katie's comment. There you go, Angela. Oh, 2020, you've torn your dress. No. Here is Incredible Hulk, number 330. The first McFarlane, right?
First McFarlane art and Hulk.
First McFarlane and Hulk, $20. And Incredible Hulk, 330.
And a death.
And there is a death, but we're not going to say who. Mm-mm. Here is a shiny book. It's very shiny. It is Purgatory. Woo! It's like chromium. Chromatory. That sounds like crematory.
Yeah.
Well, $20. This is a great cover. It is X-Men number 2 variant, $20. X-Men number 2. Wolverine's sad. Oh, I love these covers. Number 10 of Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Here is number 9, number 9, number 9 of War is Heck. It does have some scribble on it. Looks like somebody like signed it, but I don't think it's a signature. If it is, awesome, but I'm pretty sure it's not. War is Heck. War is H-E double hockey sticks. Uh-oh, here is number 22 of Scooby Scooby Doo. Where are you? Well, he's right there. It is a Purdy Purgatory. And here is a Beneath the Planet of the Apes with the poster, 20 bucks. Got a couple things going on here.
Yep.
We have Squeal Girl. That's for Tanya. And X-Men 2. That is for Ray. Hi, Ray. How about Strong Tales, number 139? $20. Oh, I have more Scooby-Doos too right here. Here's Scooby-Doo number 12 for $20. I'll just get them out of the way for you. Where's the other one? And here's a Scooby-Doo number 30 for $20. So they're all out of the way now. You're good. They're right there if you need them. Here is Venom number 4 for $20. Here is Aquaman number 50. Qua 50. Extra in this issue. At least it doesn't say ish. Dead man lives again. And again. And again. Here is Catwoman 72. Kitten mittens. Are your cats just too loud? Here is Incredible Hulk. Number 441. $20. Incredible Hulk 441. Cyber Frog versus Creed. Number 1. And here is Spider-Gwen number 1, hip-hop variant, The Great Adventures of Spider-Gwen. That's a cool cover.
Slick Rick.
Slick Rick. Here is Submariner number 44, $20. That is for Katie Did. And Hulk 441.
I thought for sure Katie would get that Hulk. I'm a little disappointed.
Yeah, we had a bet that you would get this. Jeff said you would get this, but Ari got it. But I got to see that cute little dog.
I even messaged her twice, and there'd be a good look you like.
All right. Fantastic Four 165. $20. Oh, Susie, she was here when I showed it. She saw it and left. I also have a 2 and a 3. Here is, Space Jam. Going to the Space Jam. Space Jam, it's the trade, $20. Space Jam. It's like raspberry jam, except with Michael Jordan. Here is number 3 of Supercar. Supercar roars out of control into the fury of a raging volcano. That's not good. And a Superman Batman 22. Superman Batman 22. Those are the 20s. Now we're going to do some big books because I like big books and I cannot lie. You comic readers can't deny. This has no cover charge. It is Wonder Woman number 37. That's what it would look like. It has no cover, so it's only $60. We have Strong Tales number 147. $40. Oh man, Poe.
Thank God I'm down in.
Here is $50 for this set. Deadpool 1 through 4. 1 through 4 of the Circle Chase for $50. 1 through 4. I'm not going to do the math on that. Sorry. Daredevil 18. Daredevil 18. $60. It's a little sweet size cover with a regular book. Strong A Tales 148. $30. Well, I don't have it here tonight, so it's all good. It's good. Here's this awesome variant of Amazing Spider-Man 50, the 50 variant cover. This is the Lee Inhook cover, $25. Such a pretty one. I've got 2 of those left. We have Batman 609. Little Thomas Wayne for you. $30. Dark Horse presents the 1998 annual. $30. What's so big about this book, Jeff? Why is it $30?
It is the
first.
Oh, yes.
First Buffy. Yeah. DHP annual 1998, $30. Yeah, I won't show it again if you buy it. Perfect logic. Here is Wonder Woman number 7, $30. Wonder Woman! That is a good pickup there, Tanya. Here is Infinite Crisis number 5, $40. We have a set, Joker Mask 1 through 4, $40 by Gilroy. Gilroy. Marvel Team Up number 141, Spider-Man and Daredevil, $50. Plus the Black Widow. And this is kind of a rogue book. King Size Annual Avengers number 10. $50. First Rogue. King Size Annual.
It's nice.
It is nice. This is not over $20, but it didn't fit anywhere else, so I just put it here. Here is for $15, $15. 15 is, I love these covers. The Ghostbusters, this is the number 2 subscription variant, signed by Eric Burnham. I dig this cover so much. I should say that do not work for me. Ghostbusters to be, or not to be, signed by Eric Burnham, $15.
Surprised not Avengers.
$50. $50. This is also $15. It is X-Men Blue, the 1 in 25 variant, signed by Cullen Bunn. All right. There you go for A-Rut. Here is Spawn 267 for $15. $15 for Deadpool and the Mercs for Money number 1. It is a variant, the Comics Pro variant, and it is $15.
And signed.
And so, oh, I'm sorry, yes, and signed by Cullen Bunn. Here is, this is, again, it just didn't fit in, but I wanted to show it. It is the Ghostbusters Annual from 2015, and it is signed by Eric Burnham. And why? Because $12. Here is Alice in Wonderland number 1. It is $15. Alice in Wonderland from Zenoscope number 1. Katie, I'm guessing that's, she keeps on to call it Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
And Captain America, number 25. Who was the new Captain America? $25. It's $1 a number. That is that stack. We're going to go back to $5. I'm going to try and hustle through these, though. Quit talking so much. I talk too much. You talk too much. Web of Spider-Man 29, $5. Judo Master, number 90, $5. Adventures of the Man God Hercules, number Lucky 13, $5. Aerosmith, number 1. It is signed by Kurt Busiek, right there, $5. It's a good deal. For Aerosmith 1, signed by Kurt Busiek, yeah, $5. Avengers 162, $5. Best Artist in the World, Bernie Wrightson, The Cult, Book 4, $5. Commandi, number 45, $5. The Justice League International Annual number 2, $5. I guess I don't need to say $5. Avengers 162, for Katie did. Oh, no, for Drock, for Gil. For Gil, Katie said autocorrect. Super Size from Beyond the Unknown number 7, $5. Oh, yeah, she did call it, but Gail got there first. Commandi. Oh, my gosh, I think that's the first one we've ever sold. That's for Jeff Chandler. From Beyond the Unknown, number 7, $5. The Cult, Bernie Wrightson, number 4. We got you, Jeff. Peter Parker, The Spectacular Spider-Man, number 9. Number 9, number 9, number 9. What? Huh?
4?
That's for Rob. Huh?
4th down, right?
Marvel Team Up, number 115, $5. Spider-Man and Thor. If you want more Commandis, Jeff Chandler, I got them. The Flintstones, number 13. X Factor Annual, number 4. Sensational She-Hulk, number 6. Invincible Iron Man number 1 variant. This is the CBLDF variant, Comic Book Legal Defense Fund. Here is the Malibu Sun number 22 with Storm. Oh, that's a $10 book. Sorry. I'll just put that over there. I have a couple of these. I have a couple of those. Here is Captain Marvel number 15. Captain Marvel 15, cool cover, $5. And X-Men number 1. X-Men number, what X-Men is this? Here, you tell me. Look and see. Here is Gambit number 7, $5. Captain Marvel. That's for Angela. Oh, then never mind, Jeff. I take that back. I take it back. I take it back. I take it back. Here is Venom number 3, Lethal Protector. Here is the retailer incentive B cover number 7 of Star Trek. Oh, Marvel 15. What did Captain Marvel 15 did go to Katie? She was first. Did you see that?
Yep.
Oh, he already got it. He didn't listen to me, so that's good. It's for Katie. You were way first. Sorry. Here is Blade number 3, $5. Avengers 160, $5. I'm all worried about this X-Men book over here. Green Lantern, Green Arrow, Green Lantern number 109. Katie did. We got you. World's Finest 306. Superman and Batman. Ghosts, number 40, $5. Katie's like, Marvel was for Katie. Crypt of Dawn, volume number 1, $5. Unexpected, 133. Avengers 160. Where did I put Avengers 160? Probably over here somewhere. I'm a mess, man. Oh, might be up here. Yes. Ha! Avengers 160. That is for Gil. And Crypt is for Angela. She should be feeling froggy.
And this is X-Men 1 from 2019.
This is X-Men 1 from 2019 variant. I've got 5 of them. Sorry, I was like obsessing over that. Got my marker. Invincible Iron Man number 127. Incredible Hulk 244. You should call me out when I do stuff like that. Fantastic Four 230. Hi, Kyle. That is, I saw you. Flintstones number 41, $5. Sensational She-Hulk number 7. She-Hulk is in trouble. Incredible Hulk number 336. Nera X Cyber Angel number 1. Marvel Comics Presents 119. Dreams of Dawn half with the COA. It's shiny. Got a little shiny there. There you go. $5. I got 2 of those.
Ooh.
Really? I likes the Fantastic Four.
Half
I didn't
plus
know
half
that.
equals.
Yeah, you could get both of these, and then it would be a whole. Danger Girl number 3. Captain Marvel number 15. This is a variant. Captain Marvel 15 variant. Pretty cool little variant. Dreams of Dawn. That's for Angela. We have one more of those if somebody else wants one. Angela, I did get you, so don't think I didn't if you see this up here. Got you, Angela. Here is X-Men number 7, the Gwen Stacy variant, $5. Let me come over here and figure out what I'm doing here. Marvel 15. Marvel 15. All right. What is Marvel 15?
That's the one she got already.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure. Show it again.
Marvel 15? Did she get that one?
Yeah, she
Okay.
got that one. That was the...
You got that one. And then X-Men 7 is for Jeff. Sorry, I'm so confused tonight. I'm trying to... Oh, another Captain Marvel variant. Oh, Marvel 15. I got you, Katie. I told you I'm very confused tonight. I'm trying to hurry, and I shouldn't. Gambit, number 8. X-Men 7 we got for you, Jeff Chandler. Here is Danger Girl 1, $5. Oh, Poe. Here is Danger Girl 3, $5. I don't have anything to say that for test, Katie. I'm just kidding. I know he said to do that. One more pile of 5s. What time is it? Okay. We can do this. I've had worse. Here is Peter Parker, The Spectacular Spider-Man, number 24. Believe it or not, no number needed, $5. Crystal School of Doom. Indiana Jones is in here. Poe, honey. What? Danger Girl for Gil. Here is What If, number 8. What if Iron Man lost the Armor Wars? Flintstones, 41. $5. Dang, Poe. Fantastic Four, $2.32. Ari loves them. Sensational She-Hulk, number 5. Lucifer, number 1 from Sandman Presents. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, number 2. Marvel Comics Presents, number 117. The Wolverine for you. Dawn, this is the Genesis edition, so Dawn exclusive, $5. Witchblade, 22. Venom, number 29. It is a variant.
Beano.
Here is Logan, Shadow Society. It's an X-Men adventure. Dawn X. That is for Angela. FF 332.
232.
232. Close enough. There you go. That's for Jeff Chandler. I can't remember, but they don't have it in giant size, dog size. Here is a cool cover. Captain Marvel 16, the Spider-Woman variant. Cap 16. X-Men number 6, the Marvel's X variant. Oh. Spider-Man number 67. Spider-Man 67. Gambit number 9. Number 9. Number 9. Oh, Poe. He's moving the table.
Yeah, I see that.
Here is Lost in Space. 52. $5. It was like Dino Vite something.
Captain Marvel 16 for Angela.
Captain Marvel 16 for Angela.
And then was there a giant sized dog number 1?
No. Yeah, Poe.
Yeah.
I'll be sending him to you direct, Ari.
Yes.
Doomsday +1, number 4. $5. But it's buy one, get one free tonight. So they'll both go. We'll throw it. Well, and there's more. We'll throw in Luna. Here is Ghost Rider 49. We'll figure it. We're switching his food, so I expect a little bit right now, but it'll get better. Avengers 174. Doomsday for Scott Kramer. The Unknown Soldier, number 231. Got you, Doomsday, Scott. Here is World's Finest Comics, number 303. Ghosts, number 39. Unexpected, 186. Marvel Super Action 8. Cave Woman, number 4. And Unknown Soldier 231. Those are the $5 books. I think there was a one in here that I didn't show because it was the wrong price, but now I don't know what one it is. Oh, there it is. All right. Now we're going to do $10. Are we
Avengers 174 for Gil.
or are we taking a break? What is it?
Avengers 174.
Avengers 174. Let me know if we're going to take a break, Kyle, while I find Avengers 174 for Gil. There's Gil. And we're going to take a break. We'll be right back with $10 books. All right, all right, all right. We're back. We've got $10 books. $10 books. They're $10. All right. We're going to start out with a little hobby gobbly. Amazing Spider-Man 289. It's a special double-sized issue. Not a trick. This is the issue you've been waiting for. You've been waiting for it. So here it is. Here I am, the one that you want. Asking for $10. It's my air supply for the night. Malibu Sun number 22. Now here it is. Malibu Sun. Here is Jungle Comics number 1. Jungle Comics number 1, $10 for that ish. Ugh, that ish. That drives me crazy. Flying Saucer Comics number 1. Unbelievable accounts of bizarre sightings of UFOs and the men in the sky. The men who fly them. How did they know it's men? Whew, Poe, dang. Katie can have cap 16. You guys are so sweet. All of you are so sweet. Katie, you got cap 16 from Angela because you're all just so sweet. Oh, today is National Oreo Day.
Woo-hoo.
Woo-hoo. We should have some Oreos upstairs, I hope. Malibu Sun number 14, Savage Dragon. Okay, I believe you. Sorry, I just have that in my head. Spawn number 92, $10. Flying, learning to fly. It's a great song by Pink Floyd. Spawn 92. Got Spawn? $10. Jeff already ate those Oreos. He probably did. He did go upstairs for a minute.
Yeah, there's not too many.
13 going on 18, number 7. No, Val, it's my turn. I distinctly remember that you were the last one he saved.
Grace? Was that Grace?
From 1963. Huh?
Was that Grace?
Grace? Oh, yeah. 13 going on 18. For sure. Here is Invincible Iron Man. This is $10. It's a 1 in 25 for Invincible Iron Man number 1. Yes, that was Harry Belafonte. Dale. Dale. Daylight coming. We already did Drax number 1, signed by Cullen Bunn, but nobody got it for $10. But I have more. Here, oh my gosh! I've been waiting to show this one. Doctari number 1, $10. The Wonderful World of Clarence the Cross-Eyed Lion and Judy the Chimp. This was such a great show. I used to watch this with my grandma. Jump on the line. Okay, Ari, I believe you. Detective Comics, a $6.47, $10. We have Green Lantern, the 80th anniversary, super spectacular. This is the 2000s variant cover for $10.
Doctari 1 for Ben.
It's so cool, Ben. Here's Doctari.
I noticed that, Ari.
Oh, I didn't see that. I'm going to have to look. You have to buy something else so I can see it. This is a cool cover. Amazing Spider-Man 34 variant, $10. I like this variant. Legacy number 835. Scotty Young. Unbelievable Gwenpool. Isn't that Scotty Young?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I didn't see his name anywhere in there. Usually he signs it. Scotty Young, Unbelievable Gwenpool, number 1 variant, $10. Dead. She's so cute. He's so good. Here's another Darth Vader number 1 for $10 without the mess. Without the mess. Scotty Gwen. Scotty Gwen. That's Scotty Pippen. Another Darth Vader. Those are the good ones. Cave Woman. I don't know what to do here. Cave Woman number. It's just Cave Woman. Target Anka.
Anka.
$10.
FYI, his signature's in the cup.
Oh, his signature's in the cup. Very good, Scotty. Very good. Here is Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows number 2 variant. It's a 1 in 25. $10. And Amazing Spider-Man 55 variant. This is Spider-Man Miles Morales Holiday 2020 PlayStation variant. $10. Amazing Spider-Man 55 variant.
Need to play that game.
We'll get a package on Monday. Woo-woo! Get a package on Monday. All right. We are good on time. Little sweet. Oh, you can just move right over here, baby boy. There you go. All right. We've got a stack of 20s. Not $20 bills, but $20 comics. Here is Absolute Carnage number 1 premium variant. That is not true. Katie deserves Chalkies and Prezzies. Absolute Carnage number 1 premiere variant. You totally do. Don't forget this Thursday and what we do in the comic shop. It's our anniversary show. Yay! Here is Unbelievable Gwenpool number 1 variant. It is the 1 in 25 variant. $20. Wait, there's no chocolate? Oh, all right. Here is Little Lulu number 5. $20. Tunnel of Love. Oh, she's got a black eye. Dang!
Dude.
$20. Here is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 13. Dr. Kermit. Oh, you got that, REA. That's my Kermit. I did watch the Muppet Show the other night and remembered from the first one, remembered every single word of it. It was ridiculous.
Wow.
Yeah. Daredevil Yellow, 1 through 6, $20 for the whole set. These are $20. Thank you. Thank you, Mark Scott. Quite right. Slick. Danger Girl number 3. It's the shiny cover. Has a COA. It is the gold foil edition. $20. Poe, be careful. Batman is 608. Amazing Spider-Man for spectacular issue. It is a variant. $20. Buy something, Scattering Fool. He did buy something the other night. Bought a Bounty Hunters 9. It's got a great character in it. Great character. Here is New Avengers number 27. This is a variant edition. This is the first appearance. Clint Barton is Ronin. It is the variant, New Avengers 27. This is Jungle Comics 1. We have Thor number 8. Thor number 8. You already have this one, Katie. This is terrible. I'm like, oh no, you need this issue. Machine Man and number 1. Machine Man number 1. Here is Marvel Age 41. Enough said. $20. What character is that, Doctor? Blanche Sprawl. G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero. Signed by John Lantz, Laylock, a couple other people. G.I. Joe Convention Special. I can look it up and see who they are if you want it. That is a great Dave Stevens. Well, now Mark Scott, to be fair, most Dave Stevens covers are great. So, yeah, he's awesome. Mark Scott and I we talk about Dave Stevens a lot. Here is Evangeline She. This is a Platinum Order Incentive, limited to 1,500 copies, #1. Evangeline She, #1 at Shawnee. To be fair. Blanche Sproul, who's that based off of? The Amazing Kimmy Sproul and somebody like Dr. Blanche. X Factor, #24. $20.
Yeah. Nice.
Incredible Hulk, #330. $20. Here is, it's a set for $20. It has the 3D glasses. Adolescent Radioactive Black Belt Hamsters 3D, 1 through 4, $20. Adolescent Radioactive Black Belt Hamsters 3D with the 3D glasses, $20 for all 4. Here is the Mighty Avengers 67. Die, Avengers, die. Oh, no, it's great. Chin and Templeton on this. This is one of the greatest. This is a great set. And the glasses are in there. I was so excited. So Mighty Avengers 67.
It's almost like it makes it interactive.
Yes. Imagine all the room for activities. Here is a Hulk variant, #15. Snickety Snicked. Isn't that a great variant?
Punisher and Red Hulk.
Yeah.
Wolverine.
You got, hey, that's Finn with the Stormtrooper thing going on.
Yeah.
The hand of the Captain America, #133. Captain America 133. Tales of Suspense 71. What price victory? Well, you can find out for $20. That's the price. And #47 of Daredevil. Brother, take my hand. I can't see where I'm going. Daredevil 47. Rob, as Rob would call it, blind spot. Invincible Iron Man 24. Invincible Iron Man 24. Taserface's brother, Leatherface. #2, $20. For mature readers only. I'm pretty sure the cover would indicate that. Daredevil on #10. Marvel Knights. It's Marvel Knights. Star Wars Legacy, #0, $20. I would fight you on that, but I'm not going to because you can like what you like. And here is the cryptic writings of Megadeth Volume 1. It's like a leather shiny cover. So it's shiny and it's leathery and it's cool and it's awesome and it's Megadeth. It's $20. It's a Daredevil. Ooh, here is Arnold gets that book. All right. We have 11 minutes. Well, we're going to throw. Are we doing a throw call? Oh, 3D hamster set. That makes me happy.
Nice, Caleb.
Makes me happy it's going to a nice home also. So cute. That's for Caleb. All right. Okay. Need a drink of water real quick because I've talked a lot. It is. All right. We have Uncanny X-Men, #164 for $40. Creatures on the Loose, featuring Man-Wolf, number 30. Ow! $50. Creatures on the Loose, 30. There's Man-Wolf. What's wrong, honey? What is it you see? Behind us? It's kind of how I feel when Poe just keeps like looking at a spot and there's like nothing there. And I'm like, Poe, you need to stop. It freaks me out. He was doing that earlier. I was like, stop it. There's nobody there. Avengers number 14.
Wow.
$60.
Wow.
Yes, Avengers 14. Oh my goodness.
Look at Captain Thor and
Iron Man.
Iron Man.
That's MMMs
awesome.
want you. Creatures 30. That is for Katie did. There's something there. Trust Poe. I want to believe. Want to believe. I love this one. I couldn't wait to show this one. Dr. Anthony King, number 3 of The Love Doctor. The Love Doctor. Soon to be reading comics to you. There you go. Love Doctor, it's $50. I couldn't believe it. She was his part-time wife. Love Doctor, number 3, $50. Yes, I know. It's just scary sometimes. Seeing Dr. Stronggay. That would be okay. JoJo, Congo King, number 20 is $40. What's that guy's name? Tiger King?
Oh, I don't know.
I can't remember his name. Somebody will remember it.
Oh, yeah.
I've kind of like, I needed room up there for something else, so I just took that out and threw it away. They needed this for Padme. Here's Romantic Story. I think they got in trouble for this one. I don't know what number it is, but that's okay. Joe Exotic, that's right. Thank you, Ari.
It's even on the name of the book.
I know it is. Joe Exotic, Baskin, Carol Baskin, and Joe Exotic. I couldn't remember, and it's right there. What's Joe's other name? Romantic Story. This is with it's got a hypodermic needle in it here. And I think they got in trouble for this one. It says, "I've got to save her with the needle. Medicine can never cure a broken heart." See, if they just had that in Star Wars, Padme'd still be around.
That's right.
Romantic Story is $50. How amazing is that? Look at her tiny little waist. I didn't have that waist when I was born. All right. Let's see what we have here. This is a $15 one. 15. Uncanny X-Men number 1. It's a 1 per store variant. It's Psylocke. $15. Uncanny X-Men number 1. 1 per store variant. Yeah, Doctor remembers every word of the month. Okay, but to be fair, the Muppets are way better than Joe Exotic, Carol Baskin could ever be. I'm not even going to fight anybody on that because I'm just speaking the truth. Here is Everyday Magic. Is a 10 Everyday Magic, $30. It's a trade. Out of print. $30. Oh, it's magic. Here's another $15. It's a number 1 from Vertigo of iZombie. This is a great book. Here's a variant. And be careful with this one. Of Darth Maul number 1 variant, $100.
That's the Comics Pro.
Is this
Did I put some on the back?
It is the Comics Pro variant. Comics Pro variant of Darth Maul 1. think that's probably why I went to the Comics Pro meeting that year, because I wanted this book.
So rare.
It is rare. Like I like my steaks. Okay, this is $30. It is a set. It is Moon Knight. It's 26 through 31, which is the Scarlet Redemption storyline. 26 to 31 is $30. What?
5 minutes.
Oh, 5 minutes? Okay. Only when talking, I said I was only alive for 43 days in 1979. Oh, you little baby. So Moon Knight is $30 for 26 through 31. I don't know the math on that because I don't know the math on that. All right, Carol Baskins. Thank you, Kyle. All right, here is a 1 in 12. Oh, this one's good too. Here is a 1 in 20, 1 in 25, a 1 in 25 of Invincible Iron Man #1 variant. 1 in 25. Riri Williams, $100. You like that one?
I do.
No,
Oh,
but he
buddy.
went, oh. He did his little impersonation there. Here is the Fathom sketch cover, black and white Fathom sketch cover, #1, $30. I stayed up all night till 3 o'clock in the morning to watch Apocalypse Now because Harrison Ford was in it. Like 3 minutes, but I watched it. Here is Uncanny X-Men 116, $30. Death to those who violate the land and laws of the sun god. 3 minutes. I can do it. Donald Duck, #318, and No Such Varmint, $40. Great, great, great. At 10 center. I love these. X-Men 116. I think that's called. Yep, Jeff Chandler. Here is the first Mr. Terrific and the Spectre 54. I mean, the Spectre, if you want to go there. $50 for the Spectre 54. It's a terrific book. It's Mr. Terrific book. Don't miss this terrific book. The Spectre 54. I like calling it the Spectre. I'm sure people, if they're not used to the show, they're like, what is she doing? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Here is a little Gambit. Uncanny X-Men 266. $150. Little Gambit. This was one of your Grail books, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah. Little Gambit. Now on sale twice a month. Who knew? You know, this is a nice copy too. Who knew when all that was going on? All right, this is the $25. This is the error cover of the Turtles. So we'll open this up for yous. So here is the cover of 13, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 13. And here is the Turtles Crossover Creed, the back of it on the cover. So it is the error variant. Error, that's a terrible word to say. Error. $25 for the Turtles error variant, #13. All right, this is pretty cool. Second print. Oh, we're good. Second print of the Raphael Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It is $250. The second print. Super cool. Yep. Everybody who's buying Turtles is like going, yeah, I'm just going to retire now.
Yeah.
We just sent that Turtles 2 to get CGC for a customer, and oh my goodness, I can't wait for it to come back. And last book of the night, Space Adventures number 40, Captain Atom. More of Captain Atom. And coupons were $3.37. I'm sure they're still good. So that would make this book like $56 and change. Space Adventures number 40 for $50. There you go. I think that's funny. Coupons were $3.37 in this issue. It's only a 10-cent issue. I would have totally bought this. I mean, the savings right there.
Mm-hmm.
It makes this book like super free. It's like they're giving this book to you. And then you can turn around and sell it years later for $50. As long as you didn't cut the coupons out.
Right.
If you did, then it's like $10. Anyway, Space Adventures number 40 with Captain Atom, $50. And that is the show. I'm a minute late. I almost did it. So there we go. Make sure that you sign up for the mailing list. The links are in the comments. The URLs are in the commercials. You can go to comicshoppingexperience.com and sign up there so you get all of the great information. There's going to be game shows. You can win prizes. It's going to be super fun. So make sure you do all that. And follow us on Twitter, on Facebook, on Twitch, on YouTube, and follow Oh Yeah Comics and What We Do in the Comic Shop. We'll follow What We Do in the Shadows too. They're awesome. But What We Do in the Comic Shop, we will be back on Mondays, Thursdays, and Friday at 7 o'clock. On the EXP, Wednesdays and Saturdays at 6, and on the CBSN, Tuesday nights at 10. And Thursday is our special anniversary show, and there may be like little giveaways. So there you go. I hope everybody had a good time. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for supporting us and for supporting your local comic shops. We really, really, really appreciate it. We really do. So stay tuned for what's next. And because I don't remember. It's terrible. And we will see you all next time. Thank you.
Kyle?
What's
There's
up,
a mirror
everybody?
you that
It's
can't
Kyle.
hear.
Yes. Yeah, if I have to unmute myself, right?
Yep,
think I've
yeah,
never
don't
done
mute
this before.
yourself. You've done it once or twice, right?
Yeah, it's been that kind of night, man. Like we've had some weird technical glitches. We've had some weird, other stuff happen. Is it a full moon or like the apocalypse? Have you heard? Have you been watching the news? No.
I think it's a half a moon. Just you know what the problem is? We don't know which half is mooning.
That's fair. That's
and
fair.
We'll leave it there.
Could be getting mooned by the ugly half. Is that what you're telling me?
I am not saying that at all. I am not saying that at all. Come on, clean channel. We're talking comics. We're having fun. We're looking at men that are ripped. We're going to have men in spandex. This is going to be a 1 hour show. We're keeping.
I thought we said this was a family-friendly show. We're talking about men in spandex now.
What's wrong with that?
Underwear on the outside superheroes.
I like wrestling and comics. Men in tights are in both. So.
As long as we sell some Robin Hood, there we go. We'll get fully around to Men in Tights.
There we go.
We're off.
Yo, Sean, how you doing, brother? Good to see your avatar. How you doing, man?
So we're gonna get right into it. We're doing a power hour.
We are doing a power hour, and I have
1
a
hour.
surprise. I have a surprise that will be coming. So go on, hang out. If our buddy Andrew's here, if Tina's here, get ready for some special packages. Holiday packages will be coming your way.
The closest holiday being St. Patrick's Day. So I'm trying to think of leprechaun-based comics or Irish comics.
Is this
anything written by Garth Ennis? I guess counts.
Is it close enough to green? A little bit of green?
Yeah, maybe we'll figure it out. All right.
All I ever do is figure it out.
Yeah, right. So, let's do this, Nick. We're doing a shorter show tonight, so we're not gonna goof around quite as much.
Right.
I said we were texting earlier, and I go, I don't think it's possible for either of us to goof around less.
No,
I think it's part of our genetics.
We can't goof around anymore. We can't goof around any less. We're still at the same goof around.
It's true. We're doing the goof around. All right. What book do you want to start with? Let's just start with a book.
And I tell you what, one of my favorite books. We're going to start with Legion of Superheroes. We've got Legion of Superheroes #1 signed by Ryan Suck. Now, I've got to tell you, this is one of the best Legion of Superheroes runs that I have read, and it is just incredible. Come on. It basically, Brian Michael Bendis is bringing you back to the 31st century. It's inspired by action lessons learned from the greatest heroes of all time. The Legion of Superheroes have gathered together to stop a galaxy from repeating its past mistakes. This is the greatest lineup of heroes in comic book history, and it returns with a new, fresh, and reader-friendly stories. Now, this is by Eisner Award-winning writer Brian Michael Bendis, and he reteams with master artist Ryan Sook on this series, and it is one of the most ambitious comic launches ever created. It's the Legion of Superheroes, and it is by Bendis and Sook. We have this signed by Sook. We have do you remember what the lineup, which issues we have?
I don't have numbers. We only have 8 left. Let me see if in this other... I didn't realize there was an attachment here that I probably should have read because that would have been good.
Well, I tell you what, regardless of what the price is right now, it's $10. $10 sign. And let's not, just because neither Kyle nor I are prepared, we want to get the ball rolling. The number on the comic, this is the number on the comic, number 8 out of 70 will match the number on the certificate of authenticity. This is a fantastic comic. This has incredible art by Ryan Sook, going with the beautiful script. Incredible writing, beautiful art, incredible art. Both are beautiful, both are incredible. I think this is $29.99 or...
MSRP on this is $30.
There we go.
Tonight only $10.
$10 plus shipping delivered to your home. So, and by the way, I can comfortably say that you will get single digits tonight. you will get between 2 and 10. So this is an incredible price. We've seen people line up at shows to get signatures. You obviously have to pay to get to the convention. You have to pay to stand in line. Well, you have to stand in line, sometimes pay for the signatures. This is signed, sealed, certificate of authenticity. And as always, with Dynamic Forces on the holofoil seal, we want you to read the comics. We want you to enjoy the comics. So unlike movie memorabilia, unlike sports memorabilia, unlike any music memorabilia, our holofoil seals are able to be opened and to be read because we want you to read these comics. This is a great comic, and it is signed by one of the greatest artists in our industries. I'm trying to be really careful with the comic. Look at some of that artwork. Look at how beautiful and lush it is. I mean, Ryan Sook is one of the greatest artists our industry's ever had, and I'd say still not appreciated for his greatness. So you're getting these. Go ahead. Sorry, Kyle.
Well, I just want to talk about this Legion of Superheroes run while you're showing it off. Guys, if you remember, the Legion existed right at the beginning of New 52, and the book didn't go that long before it stopped. And then there was no Legion right away at the beginning of the Rebirth tie-in. Like, there were kind of allusions to it in Superman and some of the other characters who were Legionnaires or Legion members, but not necessarily a Legion story. And then Bendis comes over to DC, and it's Bendis is going to do Superman. Like, that's the story we hear. And then we hear, oh, Bendis is also going to do the Legion. And then you get the announcement that Ryan Sook is doing the art.
And that you had me at Ryan Sook.
It was one of the most anticipated returns to the DC universe when this happened. Like, it was one of those, oh, wow, we forgot that we missed them. And then you put these two guys on it, and it's like, oh, well, we're pretty excited for this Legion series. So, I mean, for $10, it's regularly a $30 MSRP from Dynamic Forces there.
And we have we only have 8 left, right? How many do we have left in the world?
Last 8.
So old man Nick always has to check his notes. So these are $10 each, signed, limited to 70 in the world. 8 left, just a little bit more than 10% of the run. It's a great story. And I mean, look, the comic itself was $3.99 to begin with. Right. So this is rewarding the fans that are coming to the network early. This is our way of saying thank you. This is our way of bringing more and more collectibles to you. So,
and something to think about, guys, is and Nick can probably speak to this a little bit more than I can, but I'm trying to think if I ever can remember having seen Ryan Sook at a convention.
Ryan rarely does convention. He rarely does convention.
So it's not like this is somebody who you can be like, oh, well, I could pick up the book out of, somebody's back issue bins and then go to a convention and get this signature and maybe get Bendis. No, that's not how this works, y'all. Sook, Ryan does not, I mean, he might show up at San Diego once in a while. But in my 30 years doing this, I'm not even sure I've ever met Ryan. That's how much I believe you're right, that he does not do many comic conventions. It's just something I haven't seen him at, family man. And he's one of the best artists in the world and just puts time into his craft and the family. We all like going to conventions, but we all have that flexibility in life. So I personally think that this is a perfect 10 book, which is why we're bringing it in at $10 tonight. Mm-hmm. Right. It's a top level book that generated a lot of excitement when it was released. And it was a really good story with the art matched the writing in a way that was very good. It was very pleasing. But again, guys, this is not a piece that you can replicate, let alone get one that is numbered and signed. Like if you go to a convention, you're not going to get one numbered. You're not going to have the COA. You're not going to have the fancy bag and board with the hollow foil seal. You're not going to have all the bells and the whistles that come with a Dynamic Forces product. Oh, and by the way, I can't think of a convention in the country you can get into and get a signature for $10. You know, it might cost you $10 to get in the convention, and the signature is another $5. This is a better deal than you're going to find anywhere.
Look, and obviously, if you can make it to a convention, if you can meet the creator, it's definitely the personal touch that you will love and cherish forever. And if you hold the comic in your hand forever, it is something that will never leave your memory. But if you're unable to do it, getting a $29.99 comic, first print, limited edition, 70 in the world, by one of the greatest artists in the world,
right?
It is a steal. So since we only have 44 minutes left, believe it or not, we should move on to the next item up for bid on the Price is Right.
What's the next one?
Let's go to Siege. Now, on Siege, like I said, Nick's old, so he's got to always look at his notes. So with Siege, we only have, what do we have? 3 of these? Yes, 3 of these, signed by Greg Land. Now, these are $49.99. We have 3 left. We have all single digits. I'm almost positive. Yep, 3, 4, and 5. So if you come on in and you have a preference, you can pick the 3, the 4, or the 5. So this is a $49.99 book. This was written by quite a few people. It was written by Dugan Trojan, Jess Harold, and John Brett Wrights. It had art by Mark Diodato, Stuart Immonen, Chris Pacciallo, Alan Davis, Humberto Ramos, Brian Hitch, Marco Jurvacek, Ed McGuinness, Billy Tan, Marco Cicchetta. You know what? It had a lot of people working on this. And this basically is the shocking finale to Secret. Since the shocking finale to Secret Invasion vaulted him to national prominence and newfound respect, this is where Norman Osborn had been slowly organizing his power base, promoting his minions, and eliminating his enemies. And, you know, he was losing his sanity at the same time. But what else is new, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now he meets with the uber powerful elite of the Cabal, Dr. Doom, Loki, and the Hood, the villainous Illuminati, so to speak. The final stages of the Dark Reign are about to go into fruition. Look, this is a great story. I'm going to look at the certificate because it'll tell me what year this is from because, you know, I'm old. So this is from 2010.
Yeah, I was going to say it's about 10 years old.
Yep.
So guys, the Siege story, right, is it's an army of bad guys, essentially, or alternative heroes, if you think about it that way, preparing to try and take Asgard because the Avengers and everybody have kind of made Asgard their last bastion following Secret Invasion. So all of these guys are these again, I'm going to call them alternative heroes because if you read the book, they really do seem like the good guys, even though they're taking on your traditional good guys, right? They're trying to take Asgard for their own nefarious purposes, as it were. And you have kind of this ultimate showdown in this new place, led by it's Norman. I almost said Harry. I don't know why I thought it was Harry Osborn for a second. But yeah, Norman Osborn with Dr. Doom and Loki.
You know what? This is
and it's
a
an
great
epic
book.
battle.
This is a great book, and we've had a lot of sales after the fact, but we only have 3 copies. So let's do this right now. It's signed by Greg Land, one of the most popular artists in the industry. He has been for the last 20 years. This was limited to only, 75 in the world. We have 3 left. Just 3. That's it. And this will probably sell through, whether it sells through in this hour or it sells through in the quote unquote repeats, because it'll be live on the channel the entire time. We're going to do this for 1961. This is a new Storm bringing. This is Siege. It's a $49.99 comic, and you're getting it for 1961. So the one thing I'll say is, if you're buying it during the hour, you can pick your number. Sean, so do I. I love Greg's work too. If you're buying it, and this is a $49.99 comic, if you're buying it within the hour that Kyle and I are live, then we will be able to allow you to pick your number. If you are not buying it in the hour and we continue to sell these, I can't promise you the number that you want. So $49.99 comic, 1961.
Yeah. Down to 1961, which is way better of a deal than Nick should be giving you. Let's be real. Go ahead and hold Siege back up one more second, Nick.
Okay.
Guys, this is a way better deal than Nick should probably be giving you. As someone who has gotten many Greg Land signatures, this is less than Greg charges for his signature most of the time. So just be aware of that.
Well, no, right now listen, the artists are great with their fans, and they've been doing mail away signatures. But these days, if you want somebody like Greg Land's signature, you're paying to mail it to someone. Thank you, Jen King. You're paying to mail it to someone. You're paying the signature fee. You're paying the handler fee, and then you're paying for the books to come back to you. So you're probably into it for 35, 40, 50 bucks on its own. If you're getting your personal copy signed, this is signed, this is limited, this is delivered to your door. It is the best of all worlds.
Absolutely. All right. I saw you wanted to move on, so we'll tee up the next one.
We'll tee up the next one. Let's go back to Jonathan Hickman, because last week we basically sold out of those Jonathan Hickman books. We have Secret Warriors, Volume 1, Number 7. It's The God of Fear, The God of War, Part 1. Baron Strucker and Norman team up to drive out the Marvel Universe's ultimate covert super team. Prepare the Dark Avengers and the Thunderbolts versus the Secret Warriors. This is another one. This is limited to 40 copies in the world. That's all we were able to get Jonathan Hickman to sign. And out of 40 copies, we have 5 left. So here's the deal. These were $29.99. This is also another 15-year-old series? I got to get 12-year-old series.
That one's a little bit, that one's a little bit newer, yeah.
Yeah, 12 years old, signed by Hickman. Again, limited to 40. Number on the comic will match the number on the certificate. And here's the deal. As Corey told us last week, because Corey is facilitating signatures with Jonathan Hickman, just the signature fee is $20 or $25. I can't remember right now, but it's $20 or $25 just for the signature.
$20.
It's $20 just for the signature. You still got to pay to mail it in. You still got to pay for it to be mailed back to you. You still got to pay the handling fee, and you still got to wait, because obviously Jonathan Hickman is very busy. He's fitting this into his schedule. But because we love the fact that 1961 was a great year, and it is the 60th anniversary of the Marvel Universe, we're going to do these at 1961 as well. So if you buy live tonight, I don't have the exact numbers that we have. You may have them, but I will tell you they are the last 5 in the world. And at 1961 for Jonathan Hickman, it does not get better than this. There are no convention. Even if there were conventions, would he come to anywhere near you? If you have to mail it in, it's going to cost you a lot more money. What I want you to do
to come to a convention. I mean, that's the thing, guys. You got to remember. Even if we had conventions, even if there was a convention near you that was big enough to draw Jonathan Hickman, I'm not sure gets up from his keyboard these days. He's writing so much.
Yeah, right.
He probably eats, sleeps, and bathes at his keyboard, creating. What was the joke? Kevin J. Anderson, the writer, used to make a joke that he had basically the only time he ever was apart from his typewriter was when he was talking to fans at conventions. And it's probably the same for Jonathan Hickman, right? So $19.61, guys, it's just on the signature alone a savings. Now, when you consider the shipping, when you consider having to pay shipping twice down and back to whoever's going to have it signed, the fee for whoever's doing the signature, because they all take a fee, it's usually $20, something like that, $10 to $20. So now all of a sudden you're into it $50 or $60 because the USPS is so expensive. You got to hope to get it there on time and not get delayed in the postal service. Or you can just right now say, hey, I want a Secret Warriors. And, you know, Nick's wonderful team at Dynamic Forces will ship it to you. And you don't have to worry about any of that. It's signed, COA'd, gorgeous looking book in immaculate condition. And you get to do you have to do none of the work. Can you hold it up a little higher, Nick, so you can see the signature? There you go. You know, it's a great looking signature. If you want to put that in a frame, that would look amazing. I mean,
Look, let's go beyond that. It's a great story. It's a great story. My ultimate goal would be, if you buy this book, whether you're buying it to try it, whether you're buying it for the signature, whether you're buying it because it's limited, buy the comic, read the comic, find out how great the comic is, because Jonathan Hickman literally is one of the greatest writers this industry's ever had. I remember when he was working on the FF at Marvel, one of the VPs said Jonathan Hickman walks around with a binder this thick just on the Fantastic Four, and he has more ideas in that binder than he'll ever get to in his entire life, and he keeps adding to the ideas. This is the man who, as Corey said last week, with one simple person, fixed 50 years of complicated X-Men history and made it viable, and has brought in teams of creators. But let's go back to this. Read it. Enjoy it. Get the back issues from your local retailer. Get the trade paperback from your local retailer. Order it. Enjoy it. This is Jonathan Hickman, one of the best writers in comics. This was a great series, and here's your chance to get one of the last 5 in the world.
Guys, and if you're paying attention, we just talked about Siege, right? Which is Norman Osborn and his cabal of bad guys. This follows that, but it's in that same vein. This is another Norman Osborn in that same kind of, he's still on the same mission as he was in Siege, which happened 18 months or so before this. Like, this is Jonathan Hickman's level of planning. You know, he wasn't even writing Siege, but he took the moments from Siege and wrapped them into this, and then it led to, I'm going to have Dark Avengers and some Thunderbolt stories and all of that kind of stuff that he oversaw as well. So he was taking this big, massive universe and just kind of reconstructing it and molding it with his own hands at this point. And so this is a great setup book. It's a linchpin book for a lot of what goes on to happen in the Marvel Universe around this time.
Yep. And it's a beautiful read, as Kyle has laid out. We could go to the next book or to commercial break. Kyle, what do you prefer?
We're doing a power hour. We're not taking a commercial break.
We have to take a commercial break. I got to prep the gifts. I got to prep the surprises.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Nick is going to come back and talk about his prizes. I have to run up to the short box in my car. I picked up something. I picked up a Dynamic Forces something at my local comic shop today that I want to show everybody. So we'll take a quick commercial break. Nick will prep the gifts, and we'll be back in just about 2 minutes' time. What's up, everybody? I'm Kyle. We're back. This is Comic Collectibles with Dynamic Forces. That's Nick. I'm Kyle, and we're going to put Nick real big on the screen, and Nick is going to tell you about some special gifts and fun stuff that he has planned.
Well, Kyle said bring the green. If we're looking at a holiday, you need some green. And I'll put it to you this way. There's 2 pieces of green you're going to get, and one of these has a 3rd piece of green. This is all bad trying to make jokes, and if you got to explain the joke, it's not a joke. Anyway, we're getting close to St. Patty's Day. We're going to offer 3 packages tonight, okay? All with some green in the wrapper. So there you go. There's going to be saving the green because I'm going to give you a price for all of this. This might be more teal than green, but oh no, there's more green there in that one little bulb. So we are going to give you an incredible price for each of these. They may be the same price, they may be different prices, but if you commit to one of these, you have to buy it, or then that's not cool. And everybody here is cool, we know that. So what we're going to do is we'll see if anybody buys them. Hopefully 3 different people will buy them, and then we'll show what each one is. So let's start this like this. I like penguins. I like penguins a lot. So the penguin's going to be $10. Who would like to claim the $10 surprise penguin? If you want to claim the $10 surprise penguin, say claim penguin. If you want to claim the $10 surprise, I guess we'll call this tinsel, because I have no idea what else to call it besides leaves.
It's ivy.
What?
Like holly and ivy.
All right. If you want holly and ivy,
we'll go with ivy because poison ivy.
Exactly. So $10, and then claim $10 for Jingle Bells. So there's 1 limited edition signed book in each of these. All right, Christina Blanche, she claimed penguin. That is 1 down. We have left holly and Christmas balls. Which is anyone going to claim either of those before I show Christina her package? So I think we should see if we could get all 3 claimed before we show them, just because it'll be cool to do them all at the same time instead of breaking them out 1 at a time. So holly, Christmas ornaments. So
1 bulbs and 1 ivy.
There you go. Bulbs and ivy. $10 each. And I think people will be happy with what's inside. So we will come back to this in a minute. It'll be a nice surprise when we get to it.
You want to see what I grabbed from my local comic shop? That's
yes, I do. Yes, I do.
So I went out to my local comic shop. Jen is going. So Christy grabbed penguin. Jen is going to grab holly or ivy. The holly and the ivy.
There you go. So all that's left is ornaments. So
that is left. $10.
That is Dr. Christie to me, Sean. That is Dr. Christie. Sean, where's the love? Come on. You got some bells and whistles here. At least you got bells. Something. Ornaments. Close.
All right. So I picked this guy up today. This is DC 80-page Brave and the Bold annual, The Lost Annual, signed by Dick Giordano. This is number 34 of 500. And I picked it up. It is a Dynamic
You actually
Force.
got to change. If you're going to show the front, you got to change your backdrop because the blue in Batman falls out.
I got to turn off my green screen. All right. The 80-page giant signed by Dick Giordano, number 34 of 500.
That's actually one of my favorite books that we got signed. I mean, Dick Giordano, one of the best artists the industry's ever had, one of the best inkers the industry's ever had, all-around creator. There's a reason why he was the art director, editor-in-chief at DC Comics. He just had a great feel for the comics, for the creators. You know, he was an editor, an artist, an inker, part of the business of the company. And Dick is just one of the greatest creators. And having that signed, having for him to find the time to sign 500 of those back then was really, really a pleasure. And honestly, one of the high points of my life. So that's really cool that you were able to get that.
Yeah, I had a bunch. I had to pick up my polls, and he had my LCS had some other autograph stuff that wasn't necessarily DF stuff that he had offered to me, and I picked up. So I went out today and picked it all up and was very excited to, it's always a great time when you can go to your local comic shop.
That's awesome.
It's even better when you walk in, you see a Dick Giordano signature on the wall and go, I'll take it. And he flips it over and it's got that DF, certificate on the back. So you know it's real.
Hold on one second. I'm telling somebody's Facebook messaging me right now, telling me they want to get the Jingle Bells, and I need to tell them you have to claim it on the show.
Yeah,
you have to claim it on the show.
Is it Spencer Beck?
Yeah, is it Spencer Beck? No, it's not. But it is kind of funny.
It seems like something Spencer would do. Shout out to our friend Spencer. Yes, you gotta claim it in the comments, y'all.
Yeah, I mean, come on, we gotta play fair to everybody, and they're either gonna come claim it on the show or they're not. But for right now, we'll give it a few minutes before we come back to this.
Jen says the anticipation is killing her.
Come on, it is gonna be cool. I think you're gonna like it. I think to quote De Niro, a little bit. I think you're gonna like it a little bit, maybe more than a little bit. Oh my God.
All right.
This friend of mine is shy. Sorry, I needed to type no.
Tell them that they can come through Twitter or YouTube where they don't have to use their real name.
Honestly, the crackiest part about this is they're a little bit shy. Nobody's going to see them. Nobody is going to see them. So no, the answer is just no.
But so is it still available, or is your friend going to come? We don't know.
No, it's still, as of right now, it's still available. We're going to get
on it in the comments. All you got to do is say bulbs, and we'll know what you mean.
Exactly. Claim bulbs. All right. How many people like Batman in the Shadows? Me, you, everybody, right?
Well, I know who wrote that book, and I like the guy who wrote that book quite a lot.
Jen claimed it for friend of Nick. Do we allow that? Kyle?
I think we allow that just because, I'll be honest, the anticipation's killing me a little too.
Is it really killing you? Yeah. Is it?
Yeah, I was tempted just to be like, okay, I'll take it. Just so he could show him what's in him. But I didn't want to take the opportunity away from anybody else. So,
all right.
So claim on behalf of Jen's friend or of Nick's friend. Done and done.
All right, Penguins went first.
This is Dr. Christie.
Dr. Christie, you got for $10 Black Cat #1 signed by Adam Hughes.
Nice.
Not bad.
That's a gorgeous Black Cat cover.
Isn't it? So this is Dr. Christie's.
Can you get a little I'm going to make you bigger, Nick. Can you get a little higher? Just show the signature. There you go. It's got the classic AH with the exclamation point a little higher. No, that's closer. Up.
Oh.
Like
which way?
Towards your ceiling. There you go. You got the classic AH.
Now, this is a limited edition cover from Comic Sketch Art. So
it's true.
By the way,
says, that's awesome.
and I think this is either a $50 or $69.99 book.
I think that's a $70. I think we've talked about that book on the show before. If I recall, that's a $70 book.
All right,
Good job,
Dr.
Doctor.
Christie.
All right.
Now,
Should we mess with Jen and do Jen's last because the anticipation is killing her?
nah, let's just show Jen right now. Remember I said there was some green with the green? You got Joker, green hair, best I could do. Joker versus Harley Quinn, signed by Tim Seeley, number 22, limited to 225 in the world. $10. $10 for Miss Jen King. So that's pretty cool. Harley Quinn and Joker are always in vogue. And
well, that's that run up to Batman the Wedding, guys. So those are all, every book in that run is a key.
exactly. Now, last but not least,
Not that Jen needs
And-
more money. I'm just throwing it.
I'm not gonna let Jen I'm not gonna let Jen pay for this. I will take care of it myself. I appreciate Jen's claiming it, but I will take care of it. We have a Turok number 1 signed by Greg Pak, the Ken Hazer cover incentive. So I will take care of this, Miss Jen. That was very nice of you. So this will be for my friend Paul, whose name I will never. Oh, sorry, Paul. He is so freaking shy. It's unbelievable. All right, Batman Shadow. So how many of these? You like I said, old man Nick needs
Three
to look it up.
available.
3 available. Okay. This
Batman
is
the Shadow
fun.
number 2, Silver Signature Series, signed by, guys, he had a new book come out this past Wednesday in comic shops from Heavy Metal.
Yep.
Steve Orlando.
So this was limited to 25 in the world, Silver Signature Series. I love the Shadow. I love Batman. This is a perfect 10 book. We have 3 of these. Normally, I would say 1939 or 1920 something, whenever the Shadow first appeared or Batman first appeared. But we're going to have more fun than that. It's a perfect 10 book. And what do we do with perfect 10 books, Kyle?
We remind people that just because we're calling them a perfect 10, that does not indicate potential grading, should you choose to get it graded.
That is true.
Also,
That is
we
true.
make them $10 a lot of the time.
These are $10 each. So you're getting single digits. These were limited to 25 in the world with the Silver Signature Series. And you are getting a $69.99 book for $10. So it is a great series. This is issue number 2 of the 6-issue series. Steve Orlando has a great selling Image comic. He's one of the best writers in the industry, tackling some of his first Marvel work coming off of his DC exclusive. This is your opportunity to get an incredibly limited signature, only 25 in the world, for only $10 each. So if you're a Batman fan, if you're a Shadow fan, this is the book to get. And we only have 3 left.
Yes, even if Nick and I were playing around and doing the years these things debuted, you're getting a significant deal at this price, okay? So just remember that. Tony Orlando is still one of the best writers working in comics to this day. You know, he just put out, like I said, a great book.
You do know you just said Tony and not Steve, right?
I was thinking about Tony Orlando and Dawn.
I know.
I was going to make a joke about the better Orlando brother, but I couldn't find any proof that they're in any way related. So I Googled.
I get the feeling they're not.
Steve Orlando, absolutely.
So this really is a great series. We co-published this under our Dynamite imprint with DC Comics. We got to work with Steve Orlando when he was exclusive at DC Comics. And I'll say the same thing I normally say because it is true and it means a lot. You've got the comic autographed, the number on the front of the comic. This one is number 5 of 25. Will match the number on the back of the comic. The holofoil, and that's the certificate of authenticity or the COA. The holofoil seal is made so that you can take it off carefully. This way you can take the book out and you could look at the Riley Rosmo art. Look at how beautiful that art is.
Guys,
And
if you're
actually-
not following Riley, you need to follow Riley. This is a great example of his work. One of the greatest artists out there.
Getting
Every-
better and better every day. I just want to get to just some.
I can't believe I called him Tony Orlando. I'm like angry at myself right now.
I'm pretty sure you're not the first person who made that mistake.
Well, this is what happens when I try and think of jokes and give facts at the same time. That panel, I remember reading that panel the first time and looking at all those ahs and thinking about how cool the placement was and how it felt like, you know what it felt like?
Go.
It felt like if you had taken the Joker and put him into a Sin City style story, right? Or in this case, the Shadow, which is, guys, you don't have any of those pulps without the original Shadow. So you don't get Sin City and some of these other great, more current, more modern pulps if it wasn't for the Shadow. The Shadow, 1931 it went into print, y'all. Like, you don't get anything without these original characters like this.
Nope. We're going to put this one away. This one will probably, I don't want to spend too much time on it because it will probably sell through on, I'm going to use the phrase repeat because I'm an old man and I keep thinking that this will repeat. The rewatch, exactly. It'll be live forever. I'm gonna bring something out. I don't think we've ever shown this. I'm pretty sure we've never shown this. I'm going to do something that is rare, and this was supposed to be a Cucinata special. I thought our boy would be watching tonight, but he's not. We have Doomsday Clock. We have issue 1. It is signed by Jim Lee. These normally go for $299 each. What we're going to do, there's only 25 of the black and white variant signed. These are usually $300. What we're going to do tonight, signed by Jim Lee, limited to 25, and the number on the comic will match the number on the certificate. So for tonight's show, we're offering this at $100. It's a $300 book being offered for $100. So we are giving this the best price we could. And it is the best-selling series, Doomsday Clock. It is a fantastic series by Jeff Johns with Gary Frank. We've got the Jim Lee black and white cover, signed by Jim, and only $100 for this show. So I wanted to show this briefly. We're not going to spend too much time on this. Andrew, if you're watching it on rewatch, I think this is right up your alley, and the price is right.
Hold on one more time, Nick.
One more time.
Yeah, you moved faster than I could type that one because I was staggered by the price. I'll be honest, I mistyped Jim Lee 3 times when you told me the price. So
it's the Elite Gold Signature Series as well. I may not have mentioned that.
Elite Gold Signature Series. Guys, this is the hard to get variant from Doomsday Clock #1 anyway. The black and white Jim Lee variant, signed by Jim Lee. $100 is a steal at twice the price, or 3 times the price, or 4 times the price, because they just don't exist.
There's only 25 in the world, and we only have 3 left, and they're all single digits. So this is a great price for a great comic with one of the most elite and most important signatures in our industry, Jim Lee, creator, artist, editorial director, everything that you could ask for. The guy helps drive this industry, and getting his signature gets harder and harder every day. So this is a fantastic price for a great book.
All right. We got a few minutes left, Nick. What's next?
I'm going to call this the I Kill, or what do you want to call this? I Kill special or Dr. Christie special? Pick one.
I have no idea. I don't know what book it is.
I know. That's why you got to pick one.
I can't pick.
You have to. We'll call it the Dr. Christie special.
Okay,
And
we'll
this
call
is
it the Dr. Christie special.
because she did a great interview with Tom King.
She did do a great interview with Tom King.
She did. Strange Adventures #1, signed by Tom King. Limited edition to only, how many of these did we do? 70? 70 in the world. We have single digits left. I'm sorry?
Down to 6 left.
6 out of 70, so less than 10%. Dr. Christie special. And because Dr. Christie, we're going to do 2 things. Exactly. There's 6 left. If you're watching live, this is limited, 1 per person. If you're watching live, you can have it for $10. If you're watching it after the live hour, after 9 p.m. tonight, when Kyle are live, this is going to be full price, $69.99. Because to be honest, it's a really great book. We're just doing it because we're having fun. It's Saturday night. Kyle and I are having fun. You're bringing us into your home. Live only, $10. Non-live, $69.99. But this is a great series by Tom King. It's Black Label. It's Strange Adventures, Adam Strange, a great 12-issue series. Fully fits within Tom's incredible ability to tell a perfect story in 12 issues.
For those of you who are still here for Dr. Christie's show, she would call this Staronge Adventures. And she would point out that Tom King is one of the nicest people in the world, and that she loves everything he's ever done. And she would be correct in saying that. That would not be an opinion. That would, in fact, be fact. So $10 for the next 10 minutes. Guys,
7 minutes. Next 7 minutes.
Well, I can't. Okay, I'll set a timer for 7 minutes. Siri, set a timer for 7 minutes. You got 7 minutes to get this book for $10. Otherwise, you get it for a lot more money.
And then it'll be $69.99 full MSRP. But it is a beautiful book. It's Mitch Gerard's art. As I always say, the number on the certificate, this one the number on the comic, number 9, will match the number on the certificate, number 9. What I would like you to do is open the comic, open up the holofoil seal. Our holofoil seals are meant to be open so that you can actually read the comic. Again, unlike sports memorabilia, unlike music memorabilia, movie memorabilia, this is such a great series from Tom King. It is so fantastic. The goal here is not only to sell you an incredible story with so many subtle underlying parts to it, for you to get this issue number 1, read it, and then go to your local comic store and ask them for number 2 and up. Support your LCS. Go to 800 Comic Shop Locator Service if you don't have a local comic store. Support your local comic store. Order the back issues. Pre-order the trade paperback. Get the new issues. Read it. They are fantastic. Look at that.
They are.
Incredible art by Mitch Gerard.
It is still so good. Like, just knock your socks off every issue good. You know, Tom King, I just got my first copy of his first kind of published thing, the Sheriff of Babylon. And I've been reading The Strange Adventures, and I just sat down and got the trades for his Mr. Miracle and read it all.
Yeah.
Like, I've been on a Tom King cook, and this is right there with the best stuff he's ever written.
Well, Christy did an interview with Tom King on our channel, and Tom actually told Christy that it had a different name. And was it the Sheriff of Baghdad, yes. Christy?
Yes, you couldn't name it. He couldn't use the name because that already exists somewhere else. Yeah. But Sheriff of Babylon is a great. You should all read A Once Crowded Sky. It's amazing. But you should all also read Strong A Adventures and pick up this one signed by Tom King. You know, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't tell you have 4 minutes and 36 seconds.
This is the French edition, Strange Adventures. Is that what it is?
Now we're just trying to make Target fancy. No, it's Strange Adventures, guys. It's Strange Adventures number one.
First print. And you mean Target, right? We're trying to make Target fancy?
Right. Target, yes.
All right,
yes,
so what do we want to do? Do we want to show one last item or do we want to go speed round?
4 minutes. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Let's do the one last item.
I gotta think about this.
You sent me notes on one more thing, and it's by somebody I really like. So I'm all about it.
All right.
Or do you want to do speed round? Let's save that one for next week, and we'll do speed round. Because if in 3 minutes and 45 seconds we can get through everything, we can come back and end with Strange Adventures just as people run out of time because they're not buying it fast enough.
Exactly. All right. First and foremost, we started off with Legion of Superheroes. Eisner Award-winning writer Brian Michael Bendis working with one of the greatest artists in the industry, Legion of Superheroes. These are signed limited edition. Is there the number 2? If there is, it's yours. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Is she talking about Doctor Strange?
I think she's talking about Strange Adventures.
Let us know if it's Strange Adventures or if it's Strange Adventures. Yes, we have number 2.
All right, cool.
All right, number 2 is Jen King's. Let's go with Legion of Superheroes. Yep, Jen, you got your number 2. So, written by Brian Michael Bendis, drawn by Ryan Sook, one of the greatest artists in the industry. Incredible story. Pick this up. We've got it at $10. First print, signed by Ryan Sook. Only 70 in the world. And buy this, read the first issue. I will guarantee you will want the later issues from your local comic retailer if you do not have them already. Matter of fact, I'm so confident that you will love this story. I will give you your money back guaranteed if you are not happy with this. Okay? Money back guaranteed. All right, Christina. You know what Christina gets just because she's so cool? Christina gets number 1. Christina, will number 1 make you happy or do you want a later number? Let me know. So we'll take it from there.
Do you have a number 9 of Strange Adventures?
Believe it or not, I do.
I think Dr. Christie should either get number 1 or number 9, but that's an inside joke for Dr. Christie's show. All right, let's keep rolling. Speed round.
Listen, money back guarantee if you don't like the story. Let's see. Number 1.
Siege.
Here we go. Batman, Shadow. Perfect 10
That was not
book.
next.
What was next?
Batman Shadow, I got you. I'm with you.
Oh, boy, you're confusing me.
Well,
Batman
I was going
Shadow.
in order.
I was going by $10. Silver Signature Series, $69.99 MSRP. You are getting this for $10. Pick this up. Get the other issues 1, 3, 4, 5, and 6 from your local retailer. You will love it. Or pick up the trade paperback or collection. What's next? Secret Warriors or Siege?
Siege. Storming Asgard. Heroes and Villains signed by Greg Land. MSRP $50 right now, $19.61. We got number 3, 4, and 5.
That's it. Only 3 left in the world. All right. We didn't spend too much time on that.
Too fast?
No, go ahead. Secret Warriors.
Secret Warriors number 7, signed by Jonathan Hickman. MSRP $29.99. Last 5 available tonight, only $19.61.
And we will be back next week with some green, and you'll see what we mean then. But
we've still got 30 seconds. 30 seconds. We can hit Doomsday Clock.
Before that, Doomsday Clock. 1, 2, and 3, $100 instead of $299.99 instead of $300. You get 1, 2, or 3, and it is the Jim Lee Elite Gold Signature Series. Now, we'll be back on Tuesdays with in-stores this week. We'll be back on Thursdays with original art with Nick and Will and Kyle. We'll be back next Saturday. But before then, keep in mind, Sunday, 6 to 8, Fat Jack's Comic Grip. 8 to 10, our friend in Florida, Aaron Holland from a comic shop. And, of course, Monday we have Jen and Jesse in their respective hours. Thank you, everyone, for coming. This has been a lot of fun, as it always is. And if you missed out on Adam's on Strange Adventures, it's $69.99 now. Thank you.
You're
all.
officially out of time on Strange Adventures. Guys, thank you for tuning in for Nick and Kyle's Power Hour, where I don't know if we could have talked any faster or done any more, but stay tuned in just a second for a great interview that came to us last weekend in Black Comics Universe with our new friend Victor Dandridge and our old friend and freaking octuple threat in this industry, Afua Richardson. We'll be back in just a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello. Welcome. Before we jump right into this, I just got to give a shout out to everybody that's been featured so far. This has been an incredible conversation. I've loved every bit of it. But for my end, hello and welcome to the Black Comics Universe live event hosted by Peep Game Comics, the digital store supporting creators of color and the newly launched streaming platform, The Experience. Hello, y'all. I am Victor Dandridge, the hardest working man in comics. And I'm a self-publishing creator born and raised in Columbus, Ohio, doing all the fun things that I can possibly do in the comic book business. That includes working with Wizard Magazine. I'm the new editor-in-chief of that one. So, yay! I'm not supposed to say that, but I just did. Oh, snap. But today, the honor, y'all don't even understand how excited I am about this. I get to stand on this virtual stage with arguably the most visible Black woman in comics today. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Miss Afua Richardson.
Hello, Victor. Oh, you made me sound so fancy. Thank you for the wonderful intro.
You are worthy of all the praise. Come on now. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I am hanging in there in these crazy days. How about yourself?
Not too bad. Okay, so obviously your name is on everybody's lips these days, which is fantastic. But I want to go back because I don't know you that well. I've seen your work. I've loved your work.
You get to know each other.
Yes, that's what I'm here for. I'm trying to get to know you. So I want to go way back in the time in the beginnings and ask you, do you remember your first comic?
Ooh. I want to say it might have been Excalibur.
Okay. What era are we talking?
Man, I remember. I don't even remember what number it was. I was 9 years old, and someone gave me just a box of their old comics. It had Wolverine #1 in it.
Oh.
There was Excalibur and like art. Like, oh man, I'm trying to. You've just opened up a whole box.
I'm sorry.
I moved all of my clothes out of my closet, and I was like, Nightcrawler, Archangel. They were all blue. Like everybody was blue. I was just like, Beast is in this. I was just like, oh, everyone's blue, and I love this. And all my clothes got moved into a bag on the side of my bunk bed, and all the comics went into my closet.
I love it. No, that's the way that's supposed to be. That's exactly what's supposed to happen when you get immersed in this world of comics and stuff. So, is Excalibur your favorite team, or did it just kind of open the door for you to get in there?
It opened the door for me. Okay. I was definitely a big X-Men fan. I spoke to one of my oldest friends from kindergarten a couple of years ago. And he was like, do you remember when we met? And I was like, No. I just remember my mom got me to kindergarten late. So that's what I remember. And I was embarrassed because everybody was going to recess when I was coming in. And but I remember meeting you. He said, yeah, you reached your hand out, or I reached my hand out and said, hi, my name is John. And you replied, I can shoot my nails out. Shink. That was what you said to me. And I was like, oh, yes. Sorry.
No. That means that the bug was there from like day one. Like, whether you knew it or not, the pop cultural vibe of comics and all that goodness was right there. I love it. How long have you been drawing though? Like, has that always been a facet for you?
It's always been something that I used as a tool to express my emotions. I actually remember some of my early drawings because I have memories from 2 and 3. I don't know why, okay. But I do. I remember some of my really early drawings, and I remember like drawing my mom and dad as superheroes, and then trees. My dad was always drawing trees, and so I remember the first time I drew a tree, mm-hmm. but it was just a stick with a little green poof at the top, and I thought, wait a second. Which side is the left side of the tree if it's a stick? And I just sat there for a second.
Whoa. Okay. That's borderline
which is the
high
left
logic
and right
right
side?
That is intrinsic, actually. Because I mean it is. But okay, so you just kind of open up a door though, and I want to walk down that hallway. So obviously you getting involved in the arts, art was something that was prevalent at home?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. My dad, in addition to being a soldier in the Coast Guard and several other branches of the military, he was a physicist, and some of his studies helped develop MRIs. Wow. And he spent certain years in college, and then would visit Argonne Labs, and so he was half the time in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, half the time at different schools, presenting his theorems. But he was also a sculptor and an oil painter and an illustrator.
Wow!
So he would take the things that he was explaining. He was taking these concepts, and he would make things to show the forces in motion.
Mm-hmm.
But at home, I didn't see him draw very much because he was working so much, but he always gave me the tools to draw. So here is a box of 144 or 101 Crayola crayons with the sharpener in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh, there's more than one kind of blue. That was it for me.
I'm hearing a blue love here between Nightcrawler, Archangel. I'm feeling it.
Periwinkle and turquoise. Oh, what do you mean?
Cerulean,
I was just so excited.
What is this? No,
right? I was so excited. I was just so excited that I could express myself in more ways, because I was really shy. I was a really shy, kind of awkward kid, but give me some paper, pencils, and some headphones, and I was...
There you go, self-occupying. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely.
Okay, so growing up, what was the culture like for introduction or support of your nerddom, whether that was in art, in comics, cartoons, whatever? Did you have good resources for that? I mean, obviously at home, solid, but friends, commercial stores, anything like that?
I think I was a part of a lot of different groups, but I didn't feel like I belonged to any of them. So I had my band nerd friends who were really into manga,
mm-hmm.
and they kind of opened that door there. And then I had my friends who were into underground hip hop, and they were into graffiti mm-hmm. and superheroes. And then I had my other groups of friends who were more into heavy metal and sci-fi and those groups. And then those who were into more of like kind of the industrial arts, or just the weird kind of H.R. Geiger, right. Super techie looking right. stuff. So, and then I had my own influences, of cutting class and going to bookstores.
I mean, okay.
Only when I was a super senior.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. And if you're going to cut class, go to a bookstore. That almost negates the class cutting because you're still learning. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Any parents that are out there?
Yeah, and so I loved graphic design and fashion magazines and just the use of these different shapes and fashion. I saw them as costumes.
Of course.
And so all of these things kind of influenced the other. But, you know, when I was a teenager, I had a group of friends that I started drawing with, and some who I'm still friends with to this day.
That's the best.
Like Nelson Blake. Nelson Blake is one of the people who I've known forever. And when I was just like, I'm not good, but I want to be. He was one of the people who would, he'd critique my work. But
before you say that, I just want that to be acknowledged that not good per her standards may not be not good for anybody else's. Okay, I just want everybody to like drink that in. When she says not good, understand that's excellent speaking. So, okay, I'm sorry.
Well, I came from the classical music world, right, where it wasn't about what I thought about. It didn't matter what I thought of my own skill.
Got you.
It was how I performed, whether I was in tune, and if I knew my craft enough to be able to keep up.
Okay.
And so I took that same approach with art. There were things that I loved, and there were things that I really wanted to create, but I knew I didn't have enough repetition to make it a skill.
Gotcha.
And that's why, in music, doing your scales or just those chronological notes one after the other on your instrument is so vital.
Right.
Because you're carving a groove in your mind, so you no longer have to think. So when the music comes or when inspiration comes, you know the relationship between the notes and you already know where to find those intervals. So I didn't have that skill in art yet. It felt a little bit more like an accident where I'd have good days and bad, and that still happens now. But the likelihood of completely hating my work happened less the more repetitions I had.
Okay, so based on that, and this is a very interesting, concept that you're bringing up here. Obviously, you are creative, artistic minded. However, it played out in music first, and maybe to a higher level of excellence faster. Is that because you had teachers that were, more, fixated or focused on building that specific skill? Whereas in art, for the particular arts that you liked, did you have many teachers or mentors in building that?
I had to seek them out. I had a lot of instruction in music from about age 9. And they were very, very stringent. They were very, very skilled. A lot of them had attended Juilliard, and I did undergrad at Juilliard.
Okay.
So I went to LaGuardia for the Performing Arts and studied music and music theory. So that was something that I felt a little bit more confident in. And I was just like, okay, well, I'm learning the foundation. And so now I can improvise because I know what's there.
Of course.
But when it came to art, I felt like my folks didn't want me to be disappointed because they felt like art was something that you did to, you're having a bad day, you draw it out. But there were not a lot of opportunities for someone like my dad when he wanted to pursue an art career. So he didn't want me to invest a lot of time in something that wouldn't pay dividends or bills.
Right.
And I think that's a fear for a lot of parents. They don't want their children to starve.
Of course.
It's not that they don't believe in them, it's that they don't believe in the path. And so I think I had to seek out those teachers. And so I started going to comic conventions, and Brian Stelfreeze, Neil Adams, Sanford Green, Gail Simone, man, who else? Alberto Ruiz.
Oh yeah, literal goats here.
You know, these are the guys who, but David Mack, these were people who were kind enough to take the time and say, you know, you have a really, really strong foundation. Please keep going. They understood that, you know, sometimes it just takes more time. And I didn't believe him at first. I was just like, I'm not good.
Hogwash. I'm so glad that they convinced you that you were wrong on that one, because we wouldn't have the magic that is you in the industry right now. Okay, so let's get a little deep, a little personal if we can.
Okay.
In a medium that doesn't feature, you know, as many characters of color, how do you define Black comics, and when was the first time that you recognized it?
Well, I felt like because a lot of the characters in comics were not human, I didn't, not that I didn't recognize their race, but I could identify with them even though they didn't look like me. When I saw characters that were Black, like Black Panther or Storm, I felt like some of them lacked personality. Because if, like, take Storm, for instance, and maybe I just hadn't read enough of the comics featuring them to really get to know their personality. But I felt like what happens is when you have a character that is the only, so if you only have one woman in your team, whatever personality that you draft on to the character, that represents all the women in your universe. So Storm had to represent all women and all Black women. And so she was never too Wolverine. She was never too Jean Grey. She was never too Beast. You know, she was regal, but you'd never often saw her personality. So it was hard to define. So I felt like there were Black characters that we could count on our hands, but it was really difficult to see their personalities shine through in major comics. And man, I'm trying to think of the first Black comic that I really interacted with.
Yeah, because it becomes it's a different thing to have this concept of Black comics that we articulate in our minds, but to describe what it is in actuality on paper and whenever we came in, that is tough. I think for myself, the first time that I became aware of Black comics was with Tribe. Shout out to Todd Johnson and Larry Stroman. There was something about the presentation of that book that was very, very Black, and, you know, unapologetically so, but there was not there was no lack in quality or you know, any measure behind it that made it seem like there was something less than mainstream. It was very mainstream oriented, the whole nine, and that was my first real like, that's Black comics. I got that.
Yeah, I think maybe Kyle Baker for me.
Okay.
I would see him at conventions and I would want to go over and say hi, not because there was anything wrong with him, but you know, I had some of his comics and I was like, I'm not going over there. So when I actually was brave enough to go over it, and I had, you know, like Nat Turner and some of his other comics, you know, he asked if I had read some of his other comics featuring you know, Black protagonists, and I was like, I'm broke. I didn't have that. And he kind of got mad.
Like, at the library, I'll get it. I swear.
And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry.
I'll do better. I swear. That's what this is. Your whole career here is due to Kyle. Kyle, thank you so very much for the greatness. That is exactly what we needed. Okay, so having such a foundation in music, how did you make that transition into visual art? What was the thing that made you say, I need to do this?
Well, I had been pursuing music for a while, and I felt like unless I did kind of what the industry wanted, which was to be a Black artist, whatever that meant to them. It didn't have the same definition for me. And so I wanted something where I had a little bit more creative control. At the same time, art was a necessity. You know, as a musician, you need a website, you needed flyers, you needed posters, you needed things that advertised who you were. So when I was in high school, I joined this group of all-female hip-hop artists, B-girls and MCs, and man, I was their resident beatbox artist and manga artist. So I drew everybody as these characters for our flyers, and they're called the Anomalies. And they were amazing. Like I felt like a fly on the wall. I was like, how am I here with these fantastic artists? And so I would make flyers, and then I made flyers for myself. I had some friends who I went to high school with who were part of a band called Dugius, and then I started meeting other recording artists. And more often than not, I was the only artist in a group of musicians. And so there was always a need, business cards, you know, things like that. So I took the things that I was learning and all of my kind of side jobs as like a bartender or a secretary or whatever it was, and use the skills that I learned there and applied it to the music and art.
That's brilliant.
And so like I was a receptionist at this and like an assistant to the chief operating officer of this foundation that was like an alternative to incarceration for domestic violence offenders.
Wow. Okay.
So instead of sending men to jail, they send them to therapy.
Right.
To help rehabilitate them. And if they successfully passed, you know, the clinical trial, they had a liaison go with them to show that they had been rehabilitated. So I was the assistant for the head of that company, and there was Photoshop on the computer. So during my lunch breaks, I was like, okay, I'm going to take all my TPS reports or whatever and add like colorful borders so he could at a glance like look at all the things that he needed to do. And one of the guys who ran that, his name was Gregory McCants, and he was awesome. You know, he would be one of those guys who would go out on the street and pull people by the ear and be like, get your
yes.
You know, and some of those, and he was the head of the New York Boys Choir, which he founded, and some of his students were Mark Anthony and Savion Glover. So that ear pulling led them to excellence. And so he gave me an opportunity, and he saw that I was dedicated to whatever work that I could get and apply whatever it is that I could do to my skills. And so that that really helped me develop and move forward, just having access to a computer with a program that I needed to learn. And so I was just doing watercolors and markers beforehand in black books. And so that actually propelled me forward, doing something that I could have more remote clients with, or creating practical artwork with.
No, I love that. I love that. Shout out to Henri, who's watching. He just gave us some love. Said we're two of his favorite people, and Henri is fantastic.
Henri is amazing, man.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. One of the best hustlers in the business. Okay, so you made a comment, and I want to say I've read an article where you kind of spoke on this, the idea of establishing what blackness or black comics was to you. And I think that's such a very important statement. Obviously, right now, especially, you have a huge spotlight on you as a female creator, as a black creator. Is there ever a time when those two consistent, aspects of yourself are in conflict, where you are asked to choose between being a black creator or a female creator?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Thankfully,
good.
I'm at a point in my career where I can choose the work that I want.
True.
You know, I can say, you know what, I don't want to give my creative energy to this, or I can't.
Right.
You know, like sometimes I want to work on something, but I can't. But if there's something that someone wants me to be a part of that just doesn't really gel with me fundamentally, then I'm not going to associate with that, because that means that whatever their philosophy is and whatever the message of their book is, people are going to assume that that is what I'm saying and that's what I'm a part of. And I think people have the right to say whatever it is that they want to say, but they don't necessarily have to use my work to do it.
Of course.
You know, so choosing between being Black and a woman, that was never a choice for me. You know, nor would I choose any differently.
Right.
You know, so it's almost impossible to do so in my work. And you know, creatively, I will just try to do the best job that I can, no matter what I'm creating, even if it's something that is not a Black or female character. I get to draw what I like.
Right.
And it took
That's
a long time to build that.
Yes.
But it took my saying, like, I do better work when I make the things that I like. And this is what I like.
I love that. And
so now I get asked to do those things because they see the body of work and they're just like, okay, well, I want that for this character. So I get to make those decisions now myself.
That's fantastic. And I love this sense of responsibility that you're taking as a freelancer to say, beyond just getting the check, I need to believe in the project that has my name attached to it. That's fantastic. I think a lot of up and coming creators need to embrace that concept that beyond just a check, this is your name in the industry. This is who you are, as people will see you. Has that ever, like, or let me phrase this differently. Is that something that took you a while to exert, or have you always kind of had that sensibility, even if before your name recognition afforded you the absolute power to wield it?
Well, if ever there was something that I didn't agree with, I would voice it. And of course, there were some jobs that I got offered that I just flat out said no, because I knew that it wasn't my strength, or I just didn't have any interest in it, and it would show up in the art. So neither the client nor myself would benefit from this beyond money. And so there were some jobs that I did that I didn't necessarily want to do. Like, I didn't want to do someone's logo. That's very tedious. Like, I've never drawn a tattoo for someone.
I'm sure you've been asked that a bunch of times. Oh, you draw? Can you do my tattoo? No,
I didn't. You know, because not because I'm too good to draw a tattoo. It's not that I just didn't want to. Because a lot of times in those instances, people don't know what they want. And the process of going over and over and over again, back and forth with someone who doesn't have a vision for what they need, that's a waste of my time.
That is true. That is very true.
You know, and I just didn't want that frustration for myself or whomever asked for it. So that was a hard no.
Okay, so for those people that are interested in hiring you, can you walk us through what your process is when you do take on a job, specifically in the sequential arts world? What is your process? Well, how do you decide which jobs are good for you?
Well, a lot of times I'll receive a synopsis and the amount of pages, the way they plan on distributing it. Like, so having a plan for what it is that we are making, as well as the rate, turnaround time, and what they expect from me. So do they just want pencils? Do they want pencils, inks, and colors? More often than not, I like to color my own work.
Okay.
Because that process for me is a lot faster because of the programs that I work in. I go right from scribbly doodles to finals. because coloring and inking happens for me at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And so if that's separated, I don't know if I do my best work. And I think it might actually have an issue. It might be an issue with how I see. I have trouble seeing in black and white sometimes.
Interesting.
I have trouble seeing the value. So even when I sketch, a lot of my sketches aren't in like gray pencil. It's in red and blue.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It could be a rod and cone thing. I have no idea.
or it's a matter of your work is living dynamicism, right? So maybe the monotone of gray and black and white is just too small minded for you. You're like, nah, I need splashes. Give me the energy. I can see that. Yeah.
Maybe I think just certain values are difficult for me to see.
Yeah.
And make the distinction of, and so sometimes I'll sketch in red and then I'll create my shadows in blue, just so I can visually see it, because sometimes it'll start to get muddy and it just all looks like one value to me. So I have to separate that. So when I'm drawing, a lot of times I'll make, I'll sketch in color and I'll create the volume in my working color, which makes it really difficult for an inker to pick up what it is that I'm doing. Like, where this is just blanks and a blob. Like, I don't understand what this is. Like, I know, I'm so sorry. It's just all in my mind.
Just grayscale the whole thing. You'll just go from there. It's fine. It's fine. Right. That's amazing. So we did have a question. Are you using Illustrator when you're?
I am. I'm using Adobe Illustrator. I want to learn Clip Studio because I think it has a lot of the features that Adobe Illustrator has, and Illustrator is not really meant for drawing.
It's not, which is why I'm sitting there like, you do that in Illustrator? Like, I use Illustrator for lettering, and that's about it. Wow.
I made a lot of brushes for Illustrator, and I think it had a lot to do with early on, a lot of the jobs and so on. Like I did a lot of watercolor.
Okay.
And when I was developing as an artist, a lot of the folks who I sought advice from were saying like, you can't really tell comics in watercolor paintings. I was like, you can't? Which was a lie.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not exactly true. It's harder, Shout out to Dave Mack. I mean, he does it all the time.
Right, exactly. Even oh my goodness, what's his name? Alex Ross.
Right. Like
Kingdom Come blew my mind. I was like, the end.
Yes. That is an experience. That is an experience. I love that.
Ooh, changed my life. I remember holding it up to the face of the person who said that. I was like,
you lied. You lied. You lied and you was wrong. Okay. Twofold. I just want you to know that.
Exactly. And so I thought, okay, well, in order to curb my messiness, let me work in a program that makes it really difficult for you to be messy. It's very hard to have organic lines sometimes.
Yeah. Like, I mean, so I firmly believe that you're a very talented illustrator before. Now that I know that you are purposefully handicapping yourself, you're like way better now. Like that is insanity to me. Somebody get her Clip Studio like right now just to see what will happen. I just want to.
I haven't, but because I've learned so much, like the way I do my finals in Illustrator is the way it is. I feel like I have trouble in a program like Clip Studio finding a way to do the same things. So I'm learning, but what also ends up happening is I go from one deadline to the next. So the luxury of learning has to happen on the page. And of course, I don't want to do something that's not my best on a project. So I'm trying to figure it out. So I'm trying to do figure drawing in the program to get more comfortable with it, since there's less consequences for failure.
Oh my God. And we got Kari Randolph that's watching. Shout out to Kari. And he was saying that he didn't know that you were using Illustrator. That is wild. And I agree. Total cosign. Okay, so based on your workload, do you get
Shout
to draw
out
for
to
fun?
the excellence. Shout out to the excellence Kickstarter happening right now.
Yes.
Run.
Yes.
Run
Get on
and
that
support
right now. It's
that,
already funded.
please.
Listen,
Jeez.
I already got my early bird special on. I'm not fronting. I got that $45 holla. I might upgrade. I'm not going to front. I might. I'm just throwing it out there. Let me get a lick
I was
right
actually
quick.
going to wear my
get you to put me
excellence
in.
pin. But I couldn't find the backing. I was like, I gotta hurry up. I'm gonna be late.
Next time we'll do this. Yeah, we'll definitely rock that. Yeah, huge shout out to Kari, Brandon Thomas, the whole crew, Darren Bennett, Letterer, what up? Yeah, it's fantastic.
That is a beautiful book.
Yes, it is. Yes,
I was like, I'm not that cool.
So do you get to draw for fun still? Is that something that you're giving yourself the allowance for?
I started giving myself the time to draw for, I don't know if I can call it fun, without consequence. Okay. It's what I will call it. Because I enjoy art and I enjoy it when it's done. Mm-hmm. But all of my sketches and paintings and commissions and pages have a purpose. Mm-hmm. And so it's hard to do something for fun when everything has to be presentable to sell. So I started doing warm-ups.
Okay.
And I'm like, whatever happens,
that's what it is.
It's just going to be what it is. I'll play Pinterest roulette or YouTube roulette, and I'll go through a movie or something, and I'll freeze frame it. I'm just going to draw this.
Okay, where can we find that? Because we need to experience that on a regular. Is this online or something that you're?
I'm going to start putting them up on Instagram.
Okay.
I'm not going to be a coward, and I'm going to put my terrible sketches.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, what she says is terrible. Okay, let Picasso roll over in his grave and be like, "I wish I could do that." So going back to your first times in this business, the first time that you were commissioned to do mainstream work, what project was that, and what was it like to get that sense of maybe validation or whatever else it could have been?
A couple of projects came in at the same time, thanks to Brandon Graham, who walked me into NBM Publishing to Terry Nattier and said, "This is the best female artist that I know." And I tried not to cry. I was like, why would you do this to me?
Are we talking King City, Brandon Graham?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's high praise.
He was my roommate back in the day. Before he moved to Canada, and he would tell me every time he saw me before, and he was just a roommate for a short time because he was just like, "Hey, you should do comics full time." I was like, "I'm not good enough," all stout. And every year, you should do comics full time with food. I was like, "Oh, that's really nice, but I don't really know I could do that." Tiny voices in my head. And then he was like, "Come with me. I'm going to introduce you to someone who can help you get a job." And I was like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah, you'll just have to do 5 or 10 pages a year." I was like, "I could do that." And so he walks me in and he says, "Yes, this is the best female illustrator I know." And I'm like, "Do you not know any other female illustrators?"
No, I'm fairly certain Brandon Graham knows a few.
There's Joyce Chen and Amanda Palmer and Aliza Martinez and Celia Kyle and
all love.
What? And oh man, someone did that to me and Neil Adams. They were just like, "This is the best female artist that I know." And I was like, "Do you know more people? Why would you?"
Listen, no. Because Neil does not give out compliments. Okay, so to get that,
no. This is what was said to Neil, and so he was like, "All right, let's see the book." And I'm like,
"Yeah."
But so he was
okay. But Neil obviously
he was like, "You're pretty good, kid."
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like
he handed it to the person whose book he was critiquing. Was like, "You should learn from her. She kicks your butt." That's not what he said, but we will paraphrase.
We know what Neil said. Neil is legendary.
Which, that really meant a lot to me because I felt like It was easier for me to get critique about music. It was really difficult for me to get honest critique about artwork because I didn't go to school, because I was self-taught. I didn't have that feedback to really know if someone was just being nice because they thought I was nice. And they didn't want to discourage me, but I didn't, not that I wanted, someone to scream at me and tell me that I was awful and I just need to study anatomy.
Right.
But I really wanted to know which direction to go in. So those creators who were really like, hey, this is great, finish it before you discard it, finish it it's like a cake. If you eat gluten, you can't really judge it when it's in the batter phase.
Right.
Let it bake, let it finish, and decide from there. Learn from your finished work. And each person, it's okay to use reference. It's okay to take photos and look at life. You're refilling your memory banks. Study.
Absolutely.
Everything doesn't have to come from your mind. And so just my school had many teachers.
I love that. Absolutely love that. Do you get to read comics for fun still?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I was just rereading Excellence because it was right before I knew the Kickstarter had come out, because there's something about the relationships in stories that fascinate me. Because that's really what the story is. It's not necessarily, it's the art, it's the writing, but what's being written is a journey that someone experiences. They start off a certain way, something happens to them where they can't go back to the way things were before.
Right.
And in Excellence, we have the establishment of this magical world and hierarchical I always have trouble with that word.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one.
But you have these different status in societies, and the pressure to excel and be as great as your parents, but then just wanting to be accepted, just wanting to be loved and get that pat on the head, and show that your efforts have manifested into something, that it's not just oh well, you're my kid, and so I'm just proud of whatever you do, but your efforts have produced something that is worthy of praise.
Of course.
And that feeling, I felt it in my feels. I was just like, oh,
it's phenomenal.
This is a beautiful book, and it really speaks to something that I think a lot of people go through. And so I want to make sure that when I'm writing and when I'm creating, that I keep in mind those relationships, that whatever the character says, it either moves the story forward or it lets you know something about them.
Very well said.
And I think that's very excellently displayed in Excellence.
Yes, it is. I co-sign that wholeheartedly. Excellence has a title, and I'm gonna wax on them for just a second. So sorry, Kari and Brandon, if you're watching. It is a culmination point. This is a title that has stood on the shoulders of history, really, Black culture, hip hop, all types of influences, but now stands as like a pinpoint of bringing all those influences together, and then other people will be referencing Excellence as this thing that informed them, got them on. It is a phenomenal book. So I wholeheartedly co-sign everything that you said. But speaking of you as a writer, let's talk about that process, because creatively speaking, your name is synonymous with art, visual, but on the writing side, what is your process for telling stories there?
Well, this book that I'm releasing with Image Comics, Aquarius, the Book of Myrrh, is the first creator-owned story that I have written in.
You don't have to give numbers. We don't ask for numbers from ladies. We don't do that.
That's okay. I don't mind.
Okay.
One of those people who were just like, I don't tell me. Look, I'm fine with that. I am 40, going on 41.
All right, now, okay. Y'all know the old adage. Break it down. That's it.
So it's been about maybe 16 years since I've written and illustrated a book of my own. And, you know, at first I felt like I didn't have a lot of time to do so. And so my process was more writing a list, which was advice that I got from Warren Ellis, actually. I was just like, man, if you could speak to first year you, what would you say as far as your process to like help you along? It's like, write a list of what you want to happen. And so I started writing a list. And even though I didn't have the completed list, I knew the points that I wanted to hit. I knew the things that I wanted to happen in my story. And I allowed my characters to tell me how that happened. So formulating this idea of who they are and how they would react in a situation and who they need to become, and the characters around them that help them be who they need to be in order to get to the objective that I want.
That's brilliant.
So I really started studying a lot of 8-plot story points, and I had to kind of detach from it a little bit. I've written and rewritten a bunch of times because I want it to be as effective as possible without having to use so many words.
Right.
I want to paint a clear enough picture without, having to get photoreal in the, lyrical details.
Right.
It's kind of like a song, sometimes less is more when you want to express yourself and let people draw conclusions from it. So I've been studying other stories. I've been, asking others to read my script, and I've been taking these like A/B story plot scripts for screenwriting and applying it to my story where I could.
Oh, nice.
And so it's, for those who don't know, it's basically like you have either an establishment shot or something that tells you where we are and what the world is, what the status is, the status quo. I think Dan Harmon refers to that as you. So this is you.
This is you, right.
And then you go or something happens to you, or you need, that's what it is. You need. So something happens to you and you need to change. You can't go back to the way you were before. That's gone.
Right.
There's a point of no return. And so something comes and changes your world. And so there's a herald that comes, something or someone or some kind of message that comes and tells you this is what you need to do in order to get what it is that you think you want. And then you have to go and find it. And that's when the journey starts. So you have your helpful characters that come in, or your outside characters come in at that point. Then your B plot comes in. This is the other story that has its own, seemingly not connected, but comes back later. And then at the 6 o'clock point, if you think of this like a clock where you is noon and then getting to your goal is halfway through the story. At your 6 o'clock, you've reached your goal, or what you thought
was your goal. Right.
Exactly. And then you have a critical choice. You have that choice that really shows who the character actually is. Will they go in one direction or the other? They might have more than one option. And then the rest of the story are the consequences of that choice.
Right. So
whatever the antagonist or the issue is, that's when they hit hardest. And your hero is at their lowest point and you don't know how they're going to get out of it.
Oh my God.
That's when your B plot comes back.
Yes.
And it's like they come and save the day.
As a writer, you are speaking my love language right now. I'm sitting there like, yes, tell them how it works.
Exactly.
This is how it is. Yes.
And then in solving that problem, if it's an ongoing series, they've now created a new problem. So your B plot becomes your A plot and you do it again.
Yes.
And you create these relationships that people want to see resolved. That's why, certain series just can go on forever, because you just want to know how they're going to get through this. Exactly. You've established what's important to them, and you've taken it all away, and you want to see how they're going to get it back, if they can get it back, and if they are enough as they are, or do they need help in order to get what it is that they want. And it goes on and on and on and on and on.
I love it.
So trying to make sure I hit those beats, as well as tell an authentic story, because the first issue of Aquarius, the Book of Myrrh, is kind of autobiographical.
Okay. We're gonna get a peek into you.
Just a little bit.
Okay. All right.
When I was a kid, I would have really, really bad nightmares. I mean, vivid. Like I dreamt one time that I must have been 5 or 6. I was in a cave and there was a monster and it was like eating off my arm.
That's not normal.
And I was taking a rock and like trying to beat it.
Wow.
Or in this issue, I cover a dream that I had about my great grandfather when I was 3.
Wow.
And he passed away when I was 1. So I don't really know how I remember his face, but I did.
Okay.
And I saw it over and over again. And the dream was terrifying.
Wow.
Not because he was evil or anything like that,
right.
but what happened to him in the dream, or what happens to us in the dream, is horrible. And so because it left such an impression, and when I woke up out of the dream, I fell out of bed and landed on one of my pencils, and I had lead in my hand. I still have the mark, and so every time I would see the mark and think about it later, I would have the dream. So I had the dream over and over again for about 13 years.
Wow!
And then that dream ends up saving my life, and so I'll talk about that as the issue goes on.
Okay, yeah, we need to. When does this come out? When can we look forward to this?
The first issue drops May 16th.
Okay.
Mermaid 2021.
Yes. Listen, if there are any shops watching, make sure you hit that final order cutoff, because y'all need this. Trust and believe you do. Okay. We're running out of time here, but I could spend forever speaking to you. So as a prominent figure, in entertainment right now, one of the big things. We actually got a question from somebody, so I'm going to ask this one.
Yeah.
Danny J. Quick, shout out to Danny. Question for Afua. We all know that you're a great artist, but I've heard your great voice too. Will we get any official music from you anytime soon? I think your book needs a soundtrack. I'm gonna just throw that out there.
It actually, with every issue, actually all the Kickstarter supporters will get a song that is attached to the book. I'm actually trying to figure out how to do a QR code that'll be printed in the book. So when you purchase it, you can just go and download it for free. So I'm working on that now. Excellent. So each issue will have one song. And so for issue 2, a song that I'm producing with my friends Paul Ritchie and Mike Smith. Daryl from Run DMC is going to join us for issue 2 song. So
Daniel is the dopest. Love him. Yes.
Okay, so it's a genuine soul. So yeah,
for those of us that are getting on a trade paperback, will we get like an album's worth? Or do we need to get individual issues in order to get the music?
I'll put the album, like the whole.
Okay. Just checking, because I'll buy both. I have no problem buying both. I'll have the individuals in the trade. This is whatever you need me to do. I'm there. I'm ready.
Thankfully, I have a good crew of people with me, and a bunch of my friends from back in the day who are joining me on this, and I'm excited. So there will be a song allocated to each of the issues, but I'll also I'll still be writing, and I'll probably come up with more songs. So I'm sure there'll be some bonus content when all is said and done.
That's exciting. Okay, so one of the biggest things that happened in 2020 on a positive note was Lovecraft Country, and your involvement with that. You gotta let us know, how did that come about?
Oh man, that was so huge for me. I was recommended by 2 of my friends here in Georgia. Shout out to Michi and Tonyette, who are fantastic creators, and Toniette is a gal who works in like miniatures and stage, film and so on production. And there are a lot of miniatures that are used in film for anyone who's a fan of Star Wars. Most of those sets were miniatures, so it's a very amazing craft. And so I was really grateful that she recommended me, because they were looking for a Black female artist to create hand-drawn comics for Diana Freeman, or Dee, in Lovecraft Country. So I created all of her illustrations, her hand-drawn comics, all the doodles on the atlas, the map that her father used to create the Green Book,
right,
and the Safe Negro Travel Guide, as it was named in Lovecraft Country. And I got to work on set and teach Jada Harris, so that when she's sketching, she'll be able to pick up the lines and know where I'm going with it. So I created like tons and tons and tons of sketches for her to be able to finish the lines of. And so we would draw together and spend an hour or two just showing her how I filled things in.
That's wonderful.
And so on. And it was really, really wonderful that props master JP Jones and Misha Green decided to give me a cameo, like an unspoken shout out, or an off-screen character spot. At first, when you said it, I was in the props department, and he came in and told me I didn't understand what he was saying. It didn't register in my mind.
He was like, I did the work. You're right, I did it. You're like, no.
Exactly. He comes in and he's just like, you're gonna be a character, but not on screen. I was like, huh? Like, what do you mean? What is going on? Is like, no, well, when because I wasn't privy to the script.
Got you.
So they didn't, besides the of course the actors and those who were doing the storyboards and things like that. I don't think any one person outside of directors and so on, and executive directors and writers and so on were privy to the whole story. So it was still a surprise to me how everything came together. I only knew the story when I started reading the novel, of course, for reference, but I only knew it through the comic.
Right.
So I knew the world through the world that I was creating. And so I didn't understand it. And then a year later, when they send me the scene, I just cried. I just really cried. I was like,
no, that's it right there.
Because that kind of stuff doesn't happen. There's so many people who were a part of this. I mean, thousands of people. The sets that were used, like a lot of those sets were built. The bar, I sat in that bar and I drew.
Wow.
Like, that wasn't a bar somewhere. That was built on set. The apartment, that was like a 2-floor rig.
Wow. Where
they had like daylight lamps and like a giant painted backdrop to look like they were out somewhere in Chicago.
Oh my God.
There's so much detail that was used, so that was considered when making this. And so just to be a part of that, it actually really influenced my deciding to make the Book of Myr. Like when I decided, okay, you know what? If people like this trust my vision, then I need to trust my vision.
Yes, indeed.
Go ahead, pull the trigger. And even there's a lot of stuff going on right now, and this is not the best year. When is it going to be the best year?
I mean, that's the reality there. And that's a way for you to ride. And it's well-deserved, well-earned. And as a fan of your work, it was something that felt very personalized. Because we knew us as comic book fans, as Black creatives, we knew what it meant for your name to be a part of this. And I think it uplifted all of us, and literally that tide brought us all with you. So thank you so very much for that. Tremendous.
Thanks for nerding out with me.
Yes. This has been an absolute pleasure, a true honor. If you want, as we got our last couple of minutes, is there one more thing that you want to give to anyone that's watching, whether that's a piece of advice or another plug for some of the cool stuff that you're working on?
Well, for any of the creatives watching right now, wherever you are in your journey, you've got to give yourself time to recalibrate and be good to yourselves. Right now, this is a really difficult time, and community is really important right now. Staying connected to folks, even if you're not feeling your best, it's really essential right now. And a lot of times we view ourselves as artists as non-essential, but people go to their books and their Netflix and whatever else that they're watching and reading to uplift them while they're going through this. So whatever it is that you're creating, whatever it is you're thinking of creating, it's really vital right now. 100%. It's medicine, because it's medicine for me making it.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Once again, thank you for sharing your light, your love, your talent with all of us. This has been a true pleasure. Everybody at home, make some noise for Miss Afua Richardson. Excuse me. I'm getting all kinds of emotional right now.
Okay, sorry.
I'm like, man, said all the things touching my heart. It will make me cry. I'm gonna have to take 15 minutes. But thank you again for joining us today. Thank you everybody for joining us. Big shout out to Peep Game Comics and The Experience for bringing us all together. Once again, I'm Victor Dangerous, the hardest working man in comics, saying thank you guys, and we will see you on the next round.